I want to see how that. I'm curious about that AUG. Super curious.
Let's see. So hold on. I believe I'm getting everything started. Oh, no, actually not yet. And go. Okay, so I think everything should be feeding out to the folks out there right now. I think so. Yep, here we go. All right, guys, you are joining us live on Player so we can handle shooters. Let me see. Can I get this pea shooter in here? There you go.
Oh no!
Henry pump action.
You should have told me it was pump day.
Oh, those
It's
pumps!
out
I
of
thought
date.
those pumps are right there with you.
I see you've got a Henry hat on.
No.
Is that a new Henry? Is that a new Henry?
Yeah. It's not new, is it, Patrick? This pump action.
Well, you've had it a while. It's new-ish.
Yeah.
They brought it out like a year or two ago.
Yeah.
But Hank has one and he's never used it.
We're gonna do videos. We're planning like a winter session here of shooting guns. So this will. I've got several Henrys that'll be coming up. We'll show you guys that. So
That's so funny you say you got several Henrys coming up.
I know what you're thinking. So
Yeah.
we're joining you guys on Player because YouTube won't let us rock the guns while we're live. We can't hold the guns or do. Oh, look at it. Patrick. I don't know why Patrick has no guns and then he's extra dark. But there you go. There you go. Me and Walter
definitely not.
guns.
I definitely have not been drinking and am playing a video game. And I'm turning off. I'm turning it off. I'm not playing.
Drinking and playing video games.
He's saving
really
on
dangerous.
electricity. He's saving on electricity.
Yeah, exactly.
This is my new favorite.
Baba
I am
Booey.
completely hooked.
What is it? My Boy Blue. Hold on, let me go full screen on him.
I think I've shown this off before. It's a Florida Avenue Brewery. What's it called? Oh, Florida Avenue Brewing Company. And it's blueberry beer. It is absolutely delicious. It's so.
Oh, okay. For a second, my dyslexia told me Baba Booey. So anyway, that's why if you're listening to this on audio, you want to join us live, come on over to Player/Who Moved My Freedom. If you are watching this, because we do put it up on YouTube afterwards, but you want to join us live, that's the place to find us. Also, anyone who gives us money, it goes equal. Oh. Okay, Walter is giving the finger. It goes equally to Walter, Patrick, and myself. What? Yeah, it does look like the finger, but it looks like a duck. Okay.
It's a duck giving the finger.
Yeah,
so duck finger. I don't know.
Yeah.
Duck you got it.
I get it. So listen, let's get this kicked off. Let's get this kicked off right now.
Welcome back to the Hankstrange situation. Lifestyles of the Locked and Loaded.
We wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of great companies like Franklin Armory. Franklin Armory provides 100% US-made firearms and awesome binary option triggers. Their focus and purpose is to provide freedom tools to all Americans, especially those in not-so-free states. So when you're in the market, please consider Franklin Armory.
All right, boom, we are back here. And let's get everyone up in the screen here so we could do this. There you go, jazz hands. There you go, jazz hands going. I hope you guys have your big girl panties on because this is episode 1010 of the Who Moved My Freedom podcast, Free for All Monday. And it's what to buy your gun guy or girl this Christmas with BFP. There he goes, Babyface P right there. And he's thinking
what you should buy him is an AK parts kit so you can sit on it for a little bit and then maybe send it off and get it built by somebody.
That's gonna be...
I happen to have a crank kit that's just waiting
Lord.
to be built.
Wait, you have one that's being built currently?
No, I have one that needs to be assembled.
Yeah.
I can do that.
Yeah.
We can talk
I was
about
gonna send it off and pay somebody to do it, but starving.
Hey. This is a business now, Walter.
Yeah, Walter, you are in big trouble now. You are in big trouble now.
I got the same thing, just Bulgarian. That's all.
Yeah, there you go. We're also joined by Walter Keller of Safety Harbor Firearms. I have no idea what the hell is. I don't know what is on his hat. Okay, I can't read it.
That's Go Power Sports.
Oh,
1962.
Okay, sweet.
That does not listen. if I didn't know what was in your hands, I'd say Styrog, obviously.
Yeah,
obviously,
it looks awesome. That looks amazing.
That's just a Styrog. There's nothing wrong
hold on.
with
Let me go full
Only
screen
just
on
a
you,
Styrog.
Walt. No, go ahead.
I have a story about all this too, which is
That's freaking incredible.
Kind of.
amazing.
Yeah. Well, it is. That's that. That's one of the things that
you know what
draws
I
me to
paid
it.
for my Styrog?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, they're
what
freaking
draws
expensive.
Yeah.
What's fun about this is the fact that the way it's made,
Mhm.
you know, and you know, yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna get into all of it. We're gonna get into all of it. Couple of different things. So yes, this is the Christmas episode. No more episodes this year after this because we're gonna go on winter
Where's my
break.
stocking cap?
So Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to everyone. We'll see you right as soon as the new year gets back in here. Shout out to everyone out there. Jay Grew is out there. 42 Chilled is out there. I see Shooting Gallery is out there as well. DLD, Cujo 74. Anyone else who's coming in, we'll give you shout outs as well. So
I'm just going to put in my notice here. In 1 hour and 7 minutes, I might have to go outside and look at the Falcon Heavy take off. So
right. Okay. Launches.
Autistic kid to Play-Doh or something.
The launches. The launch is happening. Walter does this. I've seen it. When launches are happening, he goes out and looks at the sky and howls like a wolf at the sky. So I have seen it. Several things going on here. Yes, usually I wear a hat for people who sponsor, like Franklin Armory, the sponsors, or Walther, or High Point, or Safety Harbor Fire. I don't have a Safety Harbor beanie.
I don't have a hat. I knew you were going to say that. I don't have a hat yet.
I was about to say, where the hell is my Safety Harbor beanie? Yeah, Walter. And I guess we should be getting. Are we getting Chrome Vandium beanies, Babyface?
Oh,
I don't know what you're talking about. No such thing exists yet. There's no company that needs to be. There's nothing, I don't know what you mean.
Yeah. Armslist is what Lola's showing me my Armslist. I don't have an Armslist beanie either. See, so there you go. So anyway, shout out to those guys.
From vandiumarms.com, there's definitely not a website that needs to be there's definitely not an unfinished website there.
Okay. Well, so
is that available?
No, he should have secured it by now.
It better not be available because I definitely don't own it.
Okay. That's what I was kind of alluding to.
Yeah, I was gonna say, should I go there or no? No, don't go there, right?
I mean, there's nothing there. It doesn't exist.
Okay.
Nobody. It's not real. It's not real. It's an epiphany. It's all fake. It's in your imagination.
If you need anyone to help you with a website, our younger son he's out there building websites. He goes to UCF,
Is he
which is your alma mater, right? I think so. Isn't he?
Is he actually building websites for cash?
So he built a website for someone for like part of his degree that he's about to get, and then the people hired him today or recently.
We might have to talk some funds if he wants to help me out. I
think he was getting paid $45 an hour.
I need a scope of work, and I need to know how many hours it would take to do something simple. But we can negotiate. Yeah.
So
I'm totally cool with it.
Yeah, he did that. Plus, he also, which we may talk about later, he also installed those bidets, but we'll get into that. So, anyway, and then before I let you guys say what you were up to this weekend, big shout out to Richard Monder, for the. What is this thing again? German? No, is this British?
No, it's British.
British.
You bloody idiot! It's British.
Yeah, I don't think Mondo
I can
would
show
like
you.
this.
I can show you German if you want, but no.
I don't think he's gonna like me saying it's German. He's gonna be mad about that one. Whenever he gets around to seeing this, Lola took some pictures. Let's see if I could. So here's me. I am in my sweats. That's how I do the show here. Boom! Check that out. Look at that. Rocking the British. What is this? What's this camo supposed to be?
It's I think it's DPM. The DPM pattern, I think it is.
Okay, all right. So there you go.
Look
all right.
Tell me if I'm right. Woodland.
Yeah. Yeah. Wasn't it?
It's not American, tank, obviously, but it reminds me of Woodland camo.
Oh, okay. I thought it was a tank thing, Walter. No.
No, it's not a tank thing.
Okay. All right.
It's not their current camo. That's their camo before the current stuff, I think. So.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, it's finally cold enough out here that I can wear it. And I know he was asking me if I'm going to wear it. So Night Train says Richard Monder, Blast on the Past. Yeah, Monder's out there. I hear from him all the time. And his escapades. So, and DLD After Dark says, ah yes, the Dick Monder. He's a good man. That should be a move. The Dick Monder. Okay, so you guys weekends, who should we start with? Do we start with Patrick or Walter?
I do think so.
Who is? Okay, go for Walter.
Oh, okay. So let's go back before the weekend. Last week on Thursday, which is pre-weekend, Flying Rich stopped by the shop, came up from down south, and we had an Og day. We had an Og-full day. So what we did was we. First, I had to press out some barrel stubs that he had off the gas block. Gas block is this.
You guys have some videos of this out there.
Yeah, Rich made a short on my suggestion of them popping out when you get the pressure on the press right. They go bang, and then they come out. We had one we couldn't get it.
I always wrap a big towel around those parts because I'm always afraid that bang is going to shoot something just whew. So I wrap it with a towel before
I'm not really excited about having my family jewels in front of the press there. Bro.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Let me see if I can find. Here's Richard, Flying Rich Official. That's the website if you want to see. There you go. Oh, that's Walter working. I can see that.
Yeah.
Oh, God, that sound. It just boom.
Have I seen this one?
So, but we had one that didn't go boom. So, I tried the heat first because I did two of them before Rich came over of my own, and they came right out. Okay. So I pumped on that, put the heat to it, pumped on it some more, and it's like it was all the pump of the jack was pumped out. It wasn't going to do anymore. Oh. So he said to put it in the freezer and freeze it. So I stuck it in the freezer at the shop. And we went off doing things like assembling this thing. And we came back later and took it out of the freezer and I stuck it on top of this block of ice that I have in my freezer. And it was stuck to the block of ice. I wish he would have caught that as I had to break it off the block of ice. But put it in the press again.
And said heat the tube. And Kurt24 says, what's up to you? Food is getting eaten. We just right there, we caught Marley stealing a bite out of your sandwich. What is it? What are you even eating?
That's
what the hell? Oh,
homemade Crunch Wrap Supremes, like Taco Bell style.
That is a big bite. Marley took a big chunk out of that.
No. I already took a bite. That's not Marley's bite size. Jesus Christ, he's like a lizard.
That's like a great white shark hit that thing.
Now I know. Now I know why you guys got married.
Oh dear.
Yes, Walter.
So after cooling out the barrel piece, put it back in the press. Boom, boom, boom. Pumped on it. Nothing. So then I heated it up right after that too. Nothing. So we didn't do that one. Got to go to a bigger press. And then we did that, and then we assembled one of these guys.
The handguard.
This part up here.
Yes.
This part up here slides into the green part. The green part's not the firearm; it's just the stock.
Yeah.
But the receiver is this part here, and it's multiple pieces that are screwed together with a couple long rods. And so we fitted everything. We put the denial blocks in. This one's semi-auto. It's got the denial things over here. Oh, that way. Okay, right where my fingers are there. Did the modifications necessary to make it semi-auto, the trigger part pieces and stuff like the trigger pack. I'm not a NOG guy. I mean, I have that one the
micro. You've got the Microtech one, so I call dibs on that now. One because you don't need the Microtech one, right? So I can have that one now, right?
If anybody gets to call dibs on a Microtech product, it's me. I'm just saying.
Oh, I said dibs first. That's how it goes.
Here it goes.
That's official.
You're gonna have to put you two in a steel cage match.
No, that's
yeah.
a real special one. If anyone hasn't seen that
That's
Microtech.
cool.
Yeah.
So
IMSAR,
we
MSAR.
did all
Anyways,
we did all the assembly work. We had to drill some holes in the gas block here to. If you buy this is the KAK barrel. It's made by KAK. If you buy their gas block, it's designed to work with their barrel, and it's got the little dimples inside on the barrel where they match. But with this arrangement, we only got one dimple to get close, so we drilled 2 more holes and made our own dimples when we drilled it. So I have 3 screws in here. I need to get some shorter ones so it's flusher. Put it all together and went over to the old bullet trap, and it went boom, and then it didn't cycle right at first. So there's a little mod they do on the bolt head on this little carrier, the piece that guides the carrier key. We radiused off it a little bit, put it back in there, put some oil on it. Boom, 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 boom. Semi-auto. It seems to be working fine. The test will be taking it out to the property and shooting in the, we normally shoot. But it seems to be okay. But the thing is, this is a righty. Okay, the other one was a lefty. Now all you need is they make a deflector here, but the rounds are really close to your face when you're deflecting them. They're coming out of that gun right here. Woo! So I can shoot it right-handed, no worries. So that was on Thursday. Friday. What happened Friday? I'm trying to think.
Weren't you guys? I think you guys did
Friday,
a rally, right?
We did a Christmas parade in Newport Richey, Florida here. So Friday was part of that day was spent putting lights in the back of the big truck and getting ready for that. Saturday was the parade.
Let me see. I'm going to search Safety Harbor Firearms here. Hold on 1 second.
Oh dear. Wait a minute.
Pay no attention. Oh, why you don't have it on Safety Harbor Firearms the parade?
No, I didn't do anything with that on this.
No. Okay. Oh, damn it. Okay. No parade footage for you guys.
Anyways, I haven't done anything wrong, but it's not really. I'm not offering this to anybody. This is not like something I sell, so I don't need. My wife doesn't need phone calls about that. So.
Okay. Yes. So you're not going to be selling AUGs. This is like a personal.
No.
Yes.
No. I mean, I could. I had visions of maybe making this gas block because CAC is out of them, and we could probably make it so it was what we think is better. What me and Rich talked about.
So CAC is making the gas blocks and some other parts?
Yeah, but they don't have any in stock right now. Yeah. So
I think this is a good opportunity for a budding gun maker person.
I don't have a CNC machine, so
yeah.
You could always rent Walters. I will charge you $150 an hour.
I think that's how that works, but okay.
Oh, okay.
And the CEO will have you dispatched. And you know what dispatch means? That's a British term for dead.
Oh, okay.
That's what they say. They dispatch someone. Yeah. So Saturday we did the parade. Saturday night was a parade. That went off without a hitch, for the most part. Sunday I went into the shop and I made a triple tree for the mini bike. That was one of the things I did. The last mini bike project I'm working on, the latest one. Had to take all the lights off the truck, de-Christmas parade it, and close it up because the rain was coming, as you guys know. It rained yesterday. But yeah, I posted this on Dirtfoot Racing. There's a new video, actually 2 new videos since we talked about making the triple tree for the mini bike project. And 2 new shorts actually too. So if you guys haven't seen that out there, go check it out in Dirtfoot Racing, on YouTube. Yeah, there's the forks kind of set up before they were all welded up on top of the thing there. Completely changes the whole configuration of that mini bike. Now it's not so much a mini bike as it is a little motorcycle. So,
yeah,
put the Dirtfoot Racing touch to it. My friend Mark at Def Duck Racing got me that front brake disc, which I was in search of.
I saw that video.
I needed that. Yeah, he had one. He bought the kit from Go Power Sports and didn't use the front brake on it. So Mark came over and gave that to me, and I helped him with a project he's working on too.
I think
I love.
I
was just gonna say, there's so many people have so much stuff sitting around. I love when things like that work out, where you're like, "Hey, I got this. You got that. Let's make this happen."
Yeah, I called Go Power Sports asking if I could buy that 8-inch disc out of their. It's out of a kit that they make, like a modification kit, and they told me no. So then Mark saw my short that I did, or the video about that, and how weird things happen. I was just sitting down to text him, and he texts me. Says, I got one of those. And I'm like, how much? He goes, I'll give it to you. But I did I asked him how many shekels he needed for it. And he just said, I need some lathe work done. So he came over that day and I stuck his, the shaft he had he was modifying his steering on his cart.
Careful.
And I had to watch what I was doing.
double entendres.
Careful. Yeah. I stuck his
shaft in the lathe and I modified it.
Oh boy.
So I did some lathe work on his metal bar and
it's too much for me. I'm too childish. I'm too much of a child, Walt.
Yeah. Keep going, Walt. You got 45 seconds.
Okay. So yeah, that was pretty much. Yesterday was doing that video, and I got home from the shop around 7. So, but they're both up on Dirtfoot Racing. If anybody wants to see them, and go watch the whole thing through, so I can make more money. So
absolutely. And you're selling some parts from Dirtfoot Racing, yes or no? Are we getting parts out
not
there
at the
yet?
moment. No,
not at the moment.
No,
okay.
not at the moment. I had some gas tanks on eBay, but I got some more material coming in. I'm going to make some more stainless steel gas tanks. So hopefully with Will's new laser welder when he gets that.
Okay. All right. So we're going to take a break here and come back. In the meanwhile, you guys let us know what you want for Christmas. We'll be right back.
Walther Arms has been making concealed carry handguns for over 90 years, starting with the PPK. Today, Walther is based in the good old US of A and still builds quality firearms like the PPQ and PDP for personal defense and competition. So when you're in the market, please consider Walther Arms. We wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of great companies like Walther Arms.
All right, so we're back here. So, BabyFace, are you done with your quesadilla?
It is a Crunchwrap Supreme. Thank you very much. How dare you blaspheme Taco Bell like that?
That was from Taco Bell? Oh, Lord.
No, it wasn't from Taco Bell. Taco Bell just created it. We have improved it by doing it all homemade, and it is freaking delicious.
Oh, okay. Taco Bell invented some shit? Is that what you're saying?
So good. So good.
Oh, okay.
They probably have the trademark on that name. I can say that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
It's delicious.
DLD After Dark says, with both hands, Walt. That's some DLD. Primitive Hunter says, good evening, fellas. So there you go. Let's see what we got. Jade Grew says M107. And DLD After Dark says, so he wants an M107. What is this? Primitive Hunter says, I want my Ruger RPR rifle in 300 PRC. DLD says, I want a SIG Rattler so I can carry
I have
it
one,
in my
actually.
lunchbox.
I have one dark. I have a Rattler. And 300 Blackout, and I can't remember. I might have shot that Rattler one time. The reason I bought the Rattler was to make sure that our SIG MCX stocks fit on them that we make.
That's been some years now, that Rattler, right?
Oh yeah, because I don't know if it's still available. You remember that promotional video for the Rattler?
Yes.
With the tall, clean cut white guy walking through the Muslim
super tactical
down the street.
And where was that supposed to be? Fallujah?
Some Middle Eastern country. He stuck out like a freaking
Yeah,
You know,
Durkistan. Who knows where
Maybe like
Durkistan is from? Who knows
that'd
where
be like sending me to a James Brown concert. You know, I'd stick out like a sore thumb in a James Brown concert. Come on, man.
You'd be surprised. There was a lot of white people
I
up in the
would.
James Brown concert.
No, James Brown was cool. I like James Brown.
Yeah,
I wish
yeah,
I,
James-
I wish I would.
Yeah.
I wish I would have seen him in concert. He used to come, and we won't go on this too long. You know where the Fort Hesterly Armory used to be, Babyfoot, between Armenia and Howard Avenue? At the National Guard. At the National Guard Armory there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they used to do wrestling there too, right?
He used to play that little venue every year.
Really?
And
That'd be fun.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
Hmm.
James Brown. That's right.
Oh, wow.
I'll
Okay.
kiss myself.
Yeah. James Brown was before, let's see. James Brown was before, like, Michael Jackson, before Prince, before all of those dudes.
Before the other one, what is it?
Was he,
I can't remember his name now.
Little Richard, was he before? No, he was around.
Well, Little Richard's from like the
way
60s
before.
early.
Yeah,
I mean,
Little Richard's
they're the
way
same
before.
vintage. I think they're the kind of the same vintage. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. That's awesome. Yeah. I could imagine that show, like, coming out to Florida, coming out to Tampa once a year.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. All you see is, like, midriffs with dolphins tattooed.
You know, hang on.
I could just imagine.
I don't think black girls get dolphin tattoos.
I could just, but I guarantee you that Tampa wasn't all black people up in that James Brown show. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. Yeah.
Well, that's all right. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways,
right.
yeah. So
Yes.
not to change the subject, but yeah.
Yeah. So let's see. So DLD says, "Love James Brown. However, my newest rifle was just named Al Green." Laugh out loud. It's on.
Oh
IG.
yeah. Oh yeah.
So
yeah. Yeah.
Hold on.
Here's
Now I
Al
gotta
Green
go
right
see-
here.
Yeah. Let me go look this up. Hold on 1 second. Hold on.
There you go.
DLD. Here we go. Boom. Oh, there you go.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
How is he doing this thing with these little people? Did you see that?
I did see that. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. There you go. Cool.
Is that the Geisley thing?
That
Or
is
is that
super
just the
green.
Yeah, that's like an electric green, I would say. Yeah. DLD has some badass guns. Okay, Babyface. What the hell have you been? What were you up to?
Nothing good, nothing fun. I was at home being a man with a baby. That's it. That's all I did.
All right. Barefoot.
Literally, I don't think I did anything exciting this weekend. I think we just sat around and
Yeah. Just barefoot and
did anything.
pregnant in the kitchen, the way Marley likes it.
yeah, I got swollen ankles and whatnot. Yeah.
Okay.
Tell her to do the rope. Hey, wait! You got swollen ankles. The rope shouldn't be so tight.
Oh boy.
I'm just saying. You know, I'm just saying.
Yeah. Okay, I thought you were going to talk about more stuff, but you're not talking about anything yet. Is that what we're not? Because I saw you put something. Okay, now I'm going to your IG because now you're trying to.
Big announcement coming.
Yeah,
Big
hold on.
announcement
Yeah,
coming.
exactly.
Oh, yeah, I posted that yesterday. I just was farting around.
Oh, okay. Boom. There you go.
Okay.
See, Babyface P says big announcement in the coming weeks.
You're going to
and
put
then
a fresh cover on top of that
DLD
stained
said
table.
no
Is that
way,
what you're gonna
and
do?
I already know you're really a redhead on there. I was going to put something.
Did you guys not figure it out yet? Did you look close? You haven't looked around?
Oh, we're supposed to look at this picture. There's supposed to be something
look
in this
close
picture.
at it, yeah.
Okay. What am
Oh, you
I?
got parts. You got
I
parts
see.
on the
Okay,
bench.
is it something to do with this ammo? This Winchester ammo?
No,
There's
no,
another.
yeah,
There's a
play.
magazine tube there.
Yeah, there's a
And the
tube. I
spring
see
and
the
everything.
tube.
No,
Right?
no,
No.
no.
Okay.
Oh, you were close. You were hot right there.
The barrel.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
no, Walter's too literal. He doesn't
What
know.
is? Okay, I have no idea. You see, I can't figure out your shit, man. That's the
It's right.
Frickin-
It was right.
freaking
Back then, you were on
millennials.
it.
What? These little tiny ass parts?
Zoom it back in. You were right there, man. You were so close. I was almost
I
proud
don't
of you.
understand what right here.
Oh, you're close. Yeah. Look how close
that's-
you are.
Oh, hold on. Now I see it.
Chrome
You're an
Vandium arm.
idiot. You are just totally ridiculous. Yeah.
Listen.
We're supposed to read through the frickin' oil.
It's a mess.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
On the table and see some shit.
That's right.
Okay.
It's not everybody knows, man. Everything you gotta obfuscate. You gotta hide things.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So progress is being made, but we're not announcing anything.
Listen. That's just a picture on Instagram. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh man, this is gonna get so much deeper and meta.
The lore
Yeah.
is big.
Yeah, this is just gonna be ridiculous, and me and Walter are probably gonna have no freaking clue, because in the olden days, people just said shit. It's just like, oh, guess what? I'm doing my own thing.
The real bad part for the youngling over there, it goes by BabyFace P, is because you get that thing you're waiting to show, that piece of paper, and then you don't have any money to buy anything.
I know.
Oh, boy.
But that's okay.
I have some kits. I have some kits that are going to be the first things produced. So we're good. We're okay.
I will gladly pay you what I was going to pay the other guy if you build that thing for me.
Ooh, Walter's going to be...
Hell yeah, if you got... I don't know that I should charge that much, but sure.
Well, he did it for... can I say how much?
I mean... if it's a crank, who are you going to go through?
Yeah, who
Troy
was this?
Seller or something?
It was going to be... oh, God.
It's not in range. You're going to use in range.
No, in range too, yeah. Yep.
Oh,
I know him.
He was in range?
Oh, you were going to use Ian?
No, in range, not
Ian.
in range. In range.
Which is
okay.
Troy's in range C2.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
He's up in yeah.
Listen, I think
he was gonna.
Go ahead.
He was gonna. I think he was giving me a really good deal, but he typically assembles them and then he coats them with he's got a black paint that he uses he calls his Russian black.
Yeah, that's I've seen that done before. So
it does good work.
Are you gonna have some signature stuff? That's what I was wondering. Is there gonna be like a Chromie V? Yeah, like a Chromie V signature logo that goes on everything. Are you gonna
we actually working on that right now. I was having some AI generate some ideas for me.
Can I make a suggestion?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's real simple. There's a Chrome Vandium symbol that I've seen on tools and wrenches and stuff.
Is there?
I'll have to see if I can find it. I was going to make a patch out of it, but it's a real simple letter type thing.
Is that all one word? I guess. Yeah, I guess
it's two words.
No,
it's actually
two words.
the real thing is Chrome Vanadium.
Chrome Vanadium,
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how
Chrome
it became Vandium. Yeah, Chrome Vandium is what it became.
That's what you see on wrenches all over the place. Yeah. On tools.
Let's see what the logo.
Yeah,
I'll have to see if I can find that again.
Yeah,
I was going to make a patch.
Is it a V?
But
it's not just a V.
It's
right?
like a C. It's like a CRV thing. I think it's
because that's what I see.
No, it's not. Oh, it's not
okay. I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I saw it on one of the tools I have in the shop.
Okay. Let me see if it's on. I see some tools that came up in here, but I don't see. Yeah, they just say they're just stamped Chrome Vandium from what I'm seeing here. They don't have a specific.
He was going to charge me $350 to do
it. That's very reasonable. I could probably do that for you.
Yeah. That's like I said.
You have everything. You got receiver. You got everything ready to go.
Oh, I got it all, and we'll paper it and everything before, so there's no.
Yeah,
all
that's,
you do
that's
is
super
just basically assemble it.
Rivet it all together and push the barrel back in. That's simple. I can do that.
I think you should do some special edition guns. That's my. Like some 19, like a 19.
I don't know what that would mean.
Like so for example, let's say someone wants their own, what you call it, AUG put together, or stuff like that.
So part of it is I will have a price sheet available if you want custom work done. Absolutely. The two things that I'm going to be focusing on is rehabbing, refinishing antiques like I did for Walter. I think, Walter, you were really happy with how that shotgun turned out.
Oh, that was night and day. That was night and day.
Yeah. So I'm going to focus on that, and AKs will be my two kind of bread and butter. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because anybody can build an AR. I mean,
that's true.
Anybody can build an AR. Anybody.
If somebody comes along and wants me to build an AR for them, I'll do it. I mean, it's not hard. It's just it's not exciting.
Let's say some random dude out there, I don't know who particularly, but let's say some dude wants a special, like a bullpup AK, like a Groza.
If you have the parts kit for a Groza, I will assemble it for you.
Where the hell is the parts kit coming
from? You ain't never gonna build one of those because there ain't no parts.
Yeah, where the hell is this?
Exactly.
Can someone make a parts kit? Come on.
Yeah.
Okay. Uh-oh. Yeah. Yeah, there's a little hiccup there. Okay. Yeah, you said yes, someone can make a parts kit, right?
Well, I mean,
yes,
it's not that easy. Yeah, well, anything's possible if you got enough money to throw at it, but
yes.
If that AUG could be made, a parts kit for the Groza could be made.
Groza needs all metal, and you need an AK S74U. Yeah. So basically, the kit that Walter has, the Krinkov kit that he has, is what you would need to turn into a Groza, because Grozas were 74Us.
So no one's sacrificing their 74 kit.
No, not without some sort of kit. Yeah, not without some sort of legit parts kit.
I've got a kind of a 74 thing that doesn't work over here, right? I could turn that, and I don't have any love for it because it doesn't work right. I could dissect that and build something, but it'd be easier almost just to buy a trunnion, buy a piece of barrel, and start making things, and to take a perfectly good kit and butcher it like a butcher,
savage,
and like a butcher.
DLD. No, hold on. Shooting Gallery said, "What about a VZ Scorpion?"
I have one kit that I'm going to do for myself. But yeah, no, those are, if you have the receiver if you go and buy yourself a receiver, those aren't very difficult. I'm also obviously going to do transfers for anybody that local or friends or family, things like that. I'll be doing transfers as well. So
transfers are a good. I mean, transfers are a good way to make extra money. I mean, because
that's what I'm hoping.
We charge basically $20. We were cheap, $20 and $5 for a background check.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, 15 and 5.
Yeah,
and
just register with all the gun websites and stuff like that. So people around you order stuff, they'll see you pop up. Yeah, we do that on our FFL. People come through and do stuff. You've done stuff through there, but so have other folks.
You're my current FFL until I get my own, basically.
as I say around our place, I say it's lunch money.
Yeah.
So
right now, without a job, any money is good money.
No. If you're doing two or three transfers a day, that's $60-$80 a day. It adds up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You have to be available, though. That's another thing. You got to.
I live at my house 24/7.
Once all of this gets going, we're gonna the people out there will help us. We'll all help get the word out there. But lots of ideas will come. Things will come out. The universe provides.
My bread and butter plan is rehabbing, and it's going to be rust bluing specifically. I probably will not, for at least a little bit, get into hot tank bluing because I don't have the equipment.
It's nasty. But
classic rust bluing,
nasty.
Yeah,
This is interesting right here. Night Train says $75 at some places in New Jersey to transfer.
That's highway robbery.
Crooks.
Holy
yes,
fuck.
no, but that's it's true.
Oh, that's not even the end. Crooks in New Jersey are quite pervasive. Ask me how I know. And then Kurt24 says, I wish I could find transfers for 20. Closest place to me wants 80.
Yeah,
so I have to drive 30 minutes
20,
to pay 40. Wow.
20 is pretty competitive for Florida.
40 is for a store. Like
yeah,
Shooting
most
Gallery
stores
said
I
his
think
store
are doing
charges
like
40.
30, 35, maybe sometimes 40.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'll be doing that as my lunch money, and then AKs. You can either I will be building AKs and selling them, but also if you want me to do like the Troy Sellers sort of thing, if you have a parts kit you want built,
Troy.
I'll be able to do parts kits. And then rust bluing. That will be the bread and butter. That will be like the most that I do. If there's, but the sky's the limit. If you have an idea, if you have a kit, if you have something you want built, you just email me and we'll figure it out. That's the sort of thing.
Primitive Hunter 18 says BabyFace should be one of those mobile FFL, like Biden said about those elusive gun trucks passing out guns.
Mobile FFL.
That's funny. I don't think you can actually be mobile, right? You can't. Yeah, you can't actually be mobile.
No. Oh no.
It'll be
awesome.
Your only mobile is like at a gun show.
Yeah,
gun shows are allowed. Yes.
You just can't go to the flea market and set up on a Saturday and start selling guns.
No, you could do it. You could do it either at wherever your FFL is on the paperwork or at a gun show. So
how do the gun shows work? Like, you just buy a booth and that's the ATF doesn't give a shit.
And get,
yeah.
Interesting. I've
drag
always
your
been
stuff
curious.
in and put it on. See, you might want every once in a while if do a gun show just to get your name out there. You drag some of your AKs out there. You show them off.
Yep.
I mean, it don't hurt nothing.
Yeah.
No. That was part of it. It's gonna. When the ATF guy was here, we talked about like what are you? Because he asked, he's like, "What are you going to be working on specifically?" Mm-hmm. And I was like, "It's going to run the gambit. I have an 07 and I'm going to use it to the fullest extent possible within the law, basically."
Yeah, we got your back, man. We'll help you out with some different things that are going on there once everything gets rolling.
The Falcon Heavy launch was scrubbed.
Yeah, I saw Lola was telling you that in the chat that it got scrubbed. I guess she was following it.
Payload remained healthy. Due to ground side issue, it says.
Okay.
Something. So, but they have another launch going on, a regular Falcon 9 going off in 3 hours and 21 minutes from the same area, from Cape from the military side of that over there. Yeah. So.
Okay. Yeah. All right, so let's. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take a break here and come right back, and we're gonna get more into the what do you get a gun guy for Christmas stuff.
Oh, right I have the purpose right here.
We wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of great companies like High Point Firearms and Full Forge Gear, bags and gear for everyday life. Did you know High Point is an American family-owned and operated company located in Ohio with over 30 years of manufacturing experience? High Point is proud to be the home of the working man's gun and your source for affordable handguns and carbines with a lifetime warranty. So when you're in the market, please consider High Point.
All right, so we're back here, and I think it is a cool thing. Like around Christmas, gun guys are always dreaming of what it would be nice if their wife or their significant other, friends, I don't know, maybe guys they do podcasts with, will what kind of guns or whatever they would like to get. So who wants to go first? You guys want me to go first, or do you want to go first? Go.
It depends who you're buying for. If you're buying for just buddies, or you're buying for, but you got to. If you're like me, my friends usually have a pretty good sense of humor, and as soon as I posted this picture of this thing here, they all wanted it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, sweet! Wait,
and you know what that
is? Is this a new patch you're doing?
It's a gas tank, but I like it.
Donkey. What is it? Donkey, the donkey operator.
They call the spouts on the military cans donkey dicks.
Oh,
I've never heard that, but that's amazing. That's awesome.
So, I got a
He
funny
said, "Look,
story
the donkey's got knocked on too. He's got night vision, everything on him."
Yeah.
That is awesome, Walter. So, okay,
Mhm.
let me just tell you this. A long time ago when I was doing hip-hop stuff in New York, I don't know if Lola remembers this, but I used to like, do this independent stuff, and I used to put on talent shows, and I did this show in the Bronx where people would come and perform whatever their songs are. So you get rappers would come out or guys doing reggae. And there was this one young guy that came out, excuse me, to do this song, and his song was called "I Got the Donkey Dick." I kid you not. This was his song that he did. Yeah, it was insane. And so just now when you showed that, that's the first thing that I thought about when I saw that. So are we yeah, there we go. We froze up for a sec. Yeah. Yeah, we're here. We're still here. Yeah. You guys hear me? I hear you.
Up.
Yeah, you're there. You're there.
Barely. You're barely coming through.
Let me make sure. I think everything should be good with the internet here. Let me see. Yeah. Okay, I think, how's that?
Deleted.
Yeah. I'm still here. Everything looks like it's good. I just realized I had more than one device. I had more than one device on it. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm still here. I think everyone's still there. If you guys can hear us, let us know. Yeah. Just let us know if we're still good and feeding out there.
I'm pixelated.
I could see Patrick. So
it's terrible from our end.
Well, I can see you really? Too, but
yeah, everything should be cool. I don't know what's going on. Let us know if we're back. I just realized I had multiple, my phone has for some reason gotten on the thing that we're using to do it. So, but I took it off. So it should be clearing up now. So let us know if Lola, can you see the show?
It did. It
did clear up. Okay. All right. My apologies for that. That's totally my fault.
It
did. It's either that or me
you had that Coochie Mama channel on over there, man.
It's either that or me trying to tell the Donkey Dick reggae song story. So yeah, that's cool. So that's a cool patch, Walt. That's a nice one. Yes. Yeah.
What you were telling the story about your talent show thing, and when you were talking talent show, it was breaking up, and I couldn't hear what you were saying. So.
Oh, so what I was saying is,
what was the story?
Well, back in the days when I was doing the independent producer thing and out there, making hip hop, we used to put on a talent show, and we did a show in the Bronx. I think Lola actually came to that show because it was around the time she met me, and there was this guy that got up on stage to perform. He was doing reggae, and his song was "I Got the Donkey Dick." That was his song that he was doing, and I will never forget that song.
You're not meant to tell this story.
Yeah.
You have broken up so much that this story is just not meant to be told.
Yeah, because it broke up again.
Oh my God. Okay. Yeah. The internet gods. Go ahead and show the patch, Walt. Just show the patch. That's it. What's the story with the patch?
Okay. This is another one. If you have a friend that frequently uses his middle finger, this is a pretty good patch for that.
This is a good one.
And a lot of people wouldn't be at all offended about that. They would just go, that's a cute little duck you got there.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right.
Whose idea was that one?
And the last one I bought was this one here.
Oh, sweet.
I don't
know. So Skull. I see Skull and a box of fries and bullets. Yeah. So I've seen the fry box, but the Skull, that's new. That's cool. Okay, is that Chromie
Cartoon
V?
Network.
Yeah.
No, that is Big Dog. That is not Chromie.
Oh. Yeah. Oh, Big Dog's.
And then, of course,
Big Dog wants out of the cage.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, I got these from, and I don't have any. I got these from a place called Tactical Gear Junkie.
Yeah, I think we're good.
Oh, look, I cleared up. I cleared up real nice.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, and the only reason I found out about them because I got a random email, stuff for sale, Christmas, that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Okay, so those are your patches that you made, or patches someone else made?
No. These are.
Oh, you just bought them. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
No, for a second
I just
thought,
bought them. Yeah, I wish I would have thought of this, but it just.
Yeah, I mean that's just yeah. Boom. I won't tell the story again.
It don't get much better than that. I mean, come on, man.
Yeah. No, that's awesome. So now listen, speaking of patches, and talking about Christmas, which we're going to get into the Christmas guns, I figured this is a good segue to show you guys this. So I actually went to 5.11 the other day, 5.11, and I saw this really cool patch, and I figured I would get this for the two of you for Christmas. So at some point I'm going to give this to you, but I did actually purchase this for you guys. Check that out. Look at that.
That's cool.
So there you go. That's my... So for anyone listening, that is a tactical guy. He's got a shield and all this other tactical gear on, and he has an MP5. MP5. Very nice. So I figured we're all MP5 guys, so...
yes, we are.
Yeah, so there you go. So that, at some point, you guys will get that. I don't know when, Patrick. At some point. I think I'll get Lola to mail that out or something. What's Walter?
Oh, speaking of Lola, I have Lola's REI jacket that Richard Hughes brought up.
Oh, cool.
To me.
Oh,
yeah,
sweet.
So
okay. Yeah. So Christmas guns. Patrick, come on. I know right now with everything going on, you're not getting too many guns, but if that wasn't the issue, what would be your Christmas gun of choice? You know, maybe Marley's in the other room. She has a secret bank account. She's been saving money to get you whatever.
Buy you a gun.
I don't know that the crazy thing is I don't necessarily need anything at the moment. I don't know.
Are you serious? You cannot be serious, man. You're just bullshitting me right now. I know you still have pages open with some shit.
I didn't need this. And I didn't need this.
I don't have any like crazy obsessive I don't have any crazy obsessive stuff at the moment. I'm not sure.
Really?
I've purposefully put myself where I haven't looked at any guns for like a month and a half for obvious reasons. So I don't know. I'm not sure.
You're not thinking about anything related. So what about knives, accessories, tools? You got nothing in your brain.
Oh, she is getting me a Christmas present. I had her do it for me. She is. So I picked up a Microtech 6 months ago, probably 6 months ago, and the scales on the Microtech were all messed up. So I actually did have her send it off to a guy. This was all I wanted for Christmas, I told her. She sent it off to a guy that makes custom scales for knives. Chad Moss is his name. And she's getting custom scales put into the Microtech for me, which is pretty neat.
Okay.
So.
Okay, that's cool. All right, so you're still a Microtech guy.
So it's gonna be pretty neat.
Okay, so you're not off of Microtech.
Oh God, no! They just released. They just announced a whole bunch of new stuff. They're redoing a couple of their like classic knives that I really love. Oh God forbid, I'm gonna have to buy those next.
Yeah. Night Train says there's a local 5.11 store next to the big mall here, and it's very pricey. 5.11 is all over the country now. All over the country. I think most states I've been to. I was even in Maryland, and they had a 5.11. So. I remember one time I was at SEMA show and I actually ran into these guys that bought. Remember there was a big group that came in and bought 5.11 years ago. Yeah. And I remember running into those guys at SEMA show because they were doing a 5.11 and like Magpul, like some kind of pickup truck. I think it was a Toyota, like a Tacoma or something like that.
It was a Toyota. I was there.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. And I remember those guys talking about how they're going to open all these stores, and now everywhere you go, they've got stores out there. So, 42 chilled.
Well, I don't know. Once you, it's kind of like once you're everywhere, you're nothing special, kind of thing.
It used to be there was just one in Vegas. Remember that? There was the one in Vegas is the store that I knew at first, and I would go check it out sometimes when I was in Vegas.
I think companies sometimes lose their soul when they go like mega everywhere,
Sure.
because then it just becomes another place to
I
dump a
agree.
bunch of crap.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's
it
always
doesn't.
the danger.
It isn't. It isn't special anymore. It's just
Mhm.
511.
Yeah, I'm with you there.
Yeah, I think that's always the
But
danger. But
that's
I
just
check; they have a
that's
lot of
just me.
sales and stuff like that. So I noticed, like someone said, it's pricey
Well,
and stuff. I check them out
speaking
when
of
they have
sales,
sales and stuff like that going on.
speaking of
What are
sales,
you showing off, Walt?
this was that 308 Bear Creek Arsenal upper that I bought that was on sale
Hey,
around
yeah.
Black Friday time.
Mhm.
Side charger.
Mm-hmm.
And the lower is a Combat Armory 308 lower that I picked up for like $65 a blim.
Mm-hmm.
I had this Magpul stock. I can't remember where the hell I got it from. It came I might have bought it at Knob Creek one year. Been sitting in a box, and I never really used it for anything until this. This seems like the perfect place for it. Ergo
Yeah,
grip.
that's cool as well.
Looks good.
Yeah, and I test fired it today, and
Okay.
it ran with just about every ammo I stuck in. It didn't like the Malaysian surplus. It would not cycle with that shit. But so I had to dig deep into the bowels of the 308 ammo sector,
The
and I
308
pulled
floor
out a can.
sweepings.
I pulled this can out, and it's all dusty on top. I'm like, what the
Mm-hmm.
hell's inside of here? Cracked it open, and there was a whole bunch of like hunting ammo, like reloads that somebody did, that I must have got someplace. They were all the same, soft point reloads. Stuck them in the
Yeah,
thing.
good stuff.
Boom, 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 boom. They came right out. So I'm still got on my fingers.
Did we share that on our thing, or where did that go? That the ammo prices are going to still be going up. You guys
You
remember
sent that
saying
as
that?
you sent that as a message.
Yeah, and I saw in the news article the company Vis Outdoors or whatever is increasing across the board.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I have mixed feelings about all that kind of stuff. To me, that's when you put stuff out there like that, that means you need to buy some ammo right now because we're not selling anything.
Christmas.
Yeah.
Yep, I agree.
Yeah, manipulation of what's going on
Yeah.
there. Yeah, here's the article. This was Newsweek, and it's dated December 7th. Vista Outdoor parent company to many firearms businesses told Newsweek that it will substantially increase its ammunition price due to an anticipated global shortage of gunpowder. The Minnesota-based company confirmed the authenticity of a December 1st letter sent to customers that it would go ahead with an across-the-board increase of its ammunition and gunpowder prices on January 1st. So, and world events.
So guess what,
blah, blah,
Patrick?
blah.
If you thought you couldn't get primers now, just wait.
Oh my
Yep.
God.
I almost just bought some just because I just saw some pop up and I was like, you know what? Maybe I'll buy a couple $100 worth of primers and just set them aside. Well, it's like money in the bank when things get nutty. It's better than money in the bank, actually. So,
Yeah, what they're going to cause is a surplus, which is great.
yeah.
Actually, you know what? Maybe it's interesting. We'll see how far people are willing to go to get screwed for ammo.
Yeah, at some point, people are not going to buy shit, and these prices have to come down.
I got news for you.
That's happening with cars. Yeah, go ahead, Walter.
Well, yeah, because the economy is in a sucky position right now.
This is a scary time too. Like people get laid off around the end of the year. There's all kinds of things, cutbacks and stuff like that going on. So yeah, we'll see how all of this works out. It's going to be interesting. So, and of course, I think these guys are using the excuse of like what's going on in Israel and what's going on with Ukraine.
That's bullshit.
But that's what they're using. That's what they're using.
Israel's such a teeny little thing going on. Yes, they're shooting all day, all night long. It's a teeny. Look how small Gaza is. That's a little speck.
I'm sorry. You're just making me laugh.
Okay, and so compare that to the 1,000-kilometer long front line in Ukraine. You tell me.
Yeah,
okay?
Ukraine is definitely a bigger swath.
You tell me.
And then, as you've been saying, and now I'm watching it. There's shit about to pop off in Guyana. my place
you
of
didn't
birth.
you didn't believe me. I sent him a text and I said,
No, you said it was. You said it already popped off. You said it already popped off, which it didn't. It's about to.
The Venezuelans have already been intrusions into Guyana. It has started.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. But
you know how you fix that? You know how you fix that shit? You just call in a little airstrike on all of Venezuela's frontal places there, and just.
So let me just explain something to you. Guyana has shit for a military. Me, you, and Patrick.
I know that.
And some dudes. Some other dudes out there. We don't need too many dudes to go take over that place.
So why do you think Venezuela's doing what they're doing? Because it's a walk in the park.
Well,
and there's oil in Guyana. There's a lot of oil in Guyana. So,
that's my guess is what they're doing.
So these things have always been in contention. There's a lot of stuff going on with Guyana. It's very close to the equator, so it's a good place to launch rockets, etc.
Yes, it is.
You've got lots of natural resources a shit ton of natural resources. Guyana has a lot of the most waterfalls of any place, so you can have hydroelectric.
That's why, right there.
Ecotourism.
Yeah, it's
they wanted waterfalls.
Yeah, I think about
what's that band that said "Don't go chasing waterfalls" and they didn't listen.
TLC.
That's TLC. They didn't listen to them.
There's gold there, as I've told you guys. I have one of my uncles, one of my father's brothers, owns gold mines in Guyana, but he lives in the Bronx, so you should figure that one out. So there's a lot of natural resources in Guyana, including there is oil offshore and a bunch of other stuff. Mm-hmm. But the government is so corrupt that, you can own shit. Well, you could be the people of that country. You're never getting anything. There's too much corruption going on over there. Guyana is basically run by Colombian cartels and the Chinese, who are obviously the Chinese are looking for resources. Colombians are looking for different ways to get their, keep the drug trade going and all that. And I think at the same time, I think America's already involved in that particular thing, and you will see other places getting involved in this because they also want those resources. So, but yeah, I mean, all of these regions are ready for trouble, and you probably will see. What's the name of that Russian group? What's up?
Wagner?
Is it the Wagner group? Yeah, we'll see those guys' asses over there making trouble. What's up, Walt?
No, well, that's also you have to look past the obvious, and who's providing the weapons to the Venezuelans? Putin.
They are commies.
So, Putin.
Most of the places there are. Yeah.
But no, Putin. You old school Russian way of doing things. Communists. You create wars all over the place. And that way the Americans are busy everywhere. Yeah. So, one of the best things
it's a prime thing for proxy wars. Like this is proxy wars. That's what we have a lot going on nowadays.
Yeah, like proctologist. The best way to get rid of look at
this. Look at this.
So fresh and so clean.
Here we go. Okay. There we go.
Fart noises. Yeah. That's the way.
Yeah.
Speaking, I had a conversation at my party from the.
You got 15 seconds.
Harbor. Okay, it ain't a 15-second conversation.
Oh, okay, all right. We're gonna take this break.
It's a funny one too. It's about families. It's about families.
Okay, all right. We'll be right. Sure, it is. We'll be right back.
With Armslist, you can shop the extensive list of local and nationwide firearms classified, now with more confidence because of their built-in firewall. For only $6.99 a month for personal use, or $30 a month for business vendors, so when you're in the market, please consider Armslist. We wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of great companies like Armslist.
All right, bada bing, bada boom. We are back. All right, so Walt, tell us your family.
Okay, so let me ask you two. Growing up in your house, I mean, if you were to pass gas at the dinner table,
oh my God,
would it be a funny thing or would you get beat for it?
Beat.
I would not get beat. No beating.
No beating.
Everybody laugh. No. Would you laugh and giggle?
Oh, well.
Yes.
Not in my family.
Okay. So that came up as a conversation about that whole thing, you know.
Uh-huh.
And I found out that my friend Sean's, they didn't fart in public. They did not fart.
I did not fart in public.
So,
No, it's
so
that's
what
weird.
happens is
Yeah.
the story goes. Then they'd go over to this other family, these other friends of the family, and it was a big thing. Oh yeah, yeah. You know, and every laugh and giggle and have a good time with it. So I don't think I ever heard my dad fart growing up, or my mom.
Yeah, that was a faux pas, literally a fart pas. You literally didn't do that when I was
wouldn't get
growing
eaten, but I would not fart. I would not just let rip. Definitely would not just let rip.
Yeah. I mean, my mother would probably pick up whatever was the closest thing to her and throw it right upside your head. So, yeah.
No, you just walk up to somebody and just kind of back up to their, right in their face.
Yeah. I don't know about you guys, but when I grew up, like sitting at the dinner table with the family, that could get pretty sad sometimes. Because, you know, like, so I'll tell you what I'm talking about. Lola
with your family?
Lola loves to cook, right? Lola loves to cook. She loves to cook. That's her thing. So Lola will literally make something for me, and then something for this son, and then something for the other son. This is Lola. It's
Hell
crazy.
effing no.
She's crazy with that, but
This is what I'm cooking, and this is what's going on the table, and if you don't like it, you don't eat it.
So that was my mother. That's what my mother did. She made whatever she wanted to make. Like my older brother never ever ate chicken. I think at some point he thinks like since we were little kids, he thought like chickens look like little babies, so he refused to eat chickens. So my mother would make food, and let's say she did chicken, she puts it out there, and if you don't eat it, you can't leave the table. You get smacked upside the head. You have to eat what is there. It's not even like, oh, this is a suggestion.
Oh no, see,
yeah. So
if you don't want to eat, you don't have to eat. But this is all I'm serving. You're not getting anything else.
Oh, my mother didn't give us choices. You can't leave that table. You could sit there bawling your eyes out. Crying. You could faint. You could throw yourself off that table. Do whatever. You better eat. That's I don't know if anyone else grew up like that.
Just fart and forget about it.
Yeah. So much less, I don't think we had the nerve to rip.
to rip one?
Yeah. No. So yeah,
I guess that's why I wanted to pull. I got a couple of whoopee cushions, and some people get really pissed when you play that. You throw a whoopee cushion. They go in to sit down, and you know they just like, oh, that's just oh.
I mean, like, so let me ask you: Could you curse? Could you curse in your house when you were growing up?
I still don't curse around my parents.
Not too much, no.
Yeah, you couldn't do none of that.
Yeah, I mean, we had rules, obviously.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
No, not. I mean, not like no.
Yeah. Listen, when I was a kid, I didn't understand the concept of mother. I didn't understand what that concept was. I thought my mother was like how someone would think of a prison warden. I remember the day.
That is really sad.
I remember the day when I looked at this kid with their mother, and I was like, "Oh shit, that's a mother. That's my mother is a mother. It should be like that, but it's like this." I remember that
prison warden.
That is really, really, yeah. That's real sad. That's weird. I don't like that.
Yeah. Shooting Gallery says when he was 18, his parents didn't care. Okay, so how I grew up, by 18, you couldn't be in the house. So whatever. But
yeah, no, that wasn't a thing for us either.
I
I had moved out. I think I moved out at 19. Mm-hmm. But I wasn't kicked out.
Yeah. Well, you went off to college at 19, 18, 19, or just you moved out?
Yeah, I did. I was at HEC for 2 years, and then I moved off for the other couple years. So.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, I couldn't wait to get the hell out, man.
My family was great. It didn't bother me. That's so wild.
I didn't have any problem. My dad was. It bothered my dad when I left. Actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I didn't. I just wanted to move out with my friends. You know, I wanted. You know.
You wanted to be like. Yeah, you wanted to be like. You know.
I wanted
that.
I always.
Mm-hmm. I thought it would be a big party.
Right,
you know,
right.
And we did have some parties, but it wasn't like that. You know, I mean, it wasn't what I thought it was going to be. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But you know, you got to move out at something.
Yeah.
I didn't have any money either when I moved back, but it was like 3 or 4 of us living in the same house, so
Mm-hmm.
everything was split up, so it was affordable then.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how a youngling currently can even look at a house, especially around here, as much as the houses cost around here.
It's expensive.
There
Yeah.
is no freaking way.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
You have to live out in the country like you, Hank, or somewhere in a smaller town to be able to afford to buy a house.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean,
Yeah.
it's
Well,
fucking nutty.
so in my time, like in New York, you could rent a room and different things like that.
You
You had
can't rent
different
shit in
options.
New York anymore. I mean, there is still rent
Not
control, I
affordable.
guess, but
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, a
you know.
studio apartment in New York is ridiculously expensive. So
I would
Yeah.
love to see.
I mean-
I'd love to see rent control removed and just see how ballooned that market
Yeah.
gets.
I mean,
People
I
would
think,
not be able to afford anything.
yeah, I think knowing what I know today, you're better off like how I have this van and I could live in it. This is more comfortable
Yeah,
than a
but
studio apartment.
you can't have a family in a Class B.
No, but when you're young and you move out, you don't
You
have a
can't-
family. It's just you.
Yeah, but all it takes is
Kids.
you move.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I know.
I mean, this is, I shouldn't even say this, but when I was 18 and I moved out, guess what? Guess what happened? Like half my family moved out with me. Seriously. Yeah. Yeah. So I decided I was moving out. My dad decided he was also moving out. And then my younger brother moved with, so like I got a place and everyone came to live there. Then my older brother wound up living there. Then I had a friend of mine I went to high school with that wound up living there. And I remember working like literally 3 jobs. I had 2 jobs during the week, so I would go to work. I worked from overnight, and then I would leave there and go to work during the day. So I was like working in housekeeping overnight at a place called Leave It Home for Adults in Elmhurst, Queens. Then I would leave there and go to the Upper East Side where I worked at the Hospital for Special Surgery, and I worked as a doorman. So I would do that 9 to 5. I would leave that, go back home, eat, nap, do that during the week. And then on the weekends, I worked at another, like a healthcare facility in housekeeping on the weekends, just to pay for the rent so everyone could live in this place. That was a nightmare.
Oh, well, they weren't
Bizarre.
paying you.
That is bizarre.
They were supposed to be, but everyone did whatever the hell they wanted to. And so at the end of the day, I was the guy who was responsible. Yeah, I wound up running away from that.
You ain't living with me.
Yeah, I wound up just leaving everyone's ass there and going off and like renting. I remember I rented this attic room where I shared the bathroom with these other guys, and that's
Somebody else is paying this. I ain't paying for everybody.
yeah. So yeah, I tried it. I tried to do it, but yeah.
All my roommates / friends, which I'm still off, we split everything up. So,
Oh yeah. Oh, so those. Okay. Yeah. I think I've met some of those guys, right?
oh yeah, you've met some, yeah.
Yeah.
I still have I mean, my one friend Jack I've known since 2nd grade, so that's a long fucking time ago.
Damn. Yeah. Okay. That sounds Patrick. That's like Patrick and his buddies.
Yeah, I've had the same friend group since 6th grade.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean,
Those are the guys that came over here to shoot one time, right?
Yep, same. We've had a couple add-ons. We like Robert. You remember Robert Talk Politics? He was an add-on in college. We had a couple other people add-on in college and stuff like that. But no, the core friend group has been the same since middle school.
Yeah.
And then I married somebody who moved around a couple times and has no core friend group. So it's really weird to me. But my friend group is not her friend group.
my 3 or 4 my 3 or 4 male friends are like my brothers, so I kind of think of my friend. I didn't have any brothers, so yeah.
No, my friend group, like my male friends, are the type that I need something has to get done. I will hit in the car right. If somebody texted me and said, "Hey, I need you to help me with this," I'd be in the car right now on the way. Like, no questions.
I think I'm more like Marley. I grew up moving around all the time too, so and I try to avoid my family as much as possible. Lola and my kids are the people who I've spent the most time with in my life.
That's so crazy to me.
Well, I mean, I've spent the most time with my wife right across the other side over there, but they're not my male friend. She's not my male friend, so there's a difference. So
yeah. I mean, I guess like here in the gun world, I've had friends for a while, and like you there's going back, but yeah, I never had that kind of thing. I just always moved all the time. So and there are people that I I knew. I used to keep in touch with them and all that kind of stuff. But I'll be honest, a lot of people from New York are stuck in what I would call like the communist brainwashing. So it's it's tough to be who I am today. And
you're the way you think you're like a redneck.
Yeah,
you're like a hillbilly.
I'm like a pariah. Yeah. I remember like there's guys I went to high school with that would find me on Facebook, you know, and friend me on Facebook, and then get into fights with gun people. And I was like, oh, these people are crazy. They don't have any clue of like who these people are that are my friends on Facebook. Yeah. So for that reason, all those folks basically don't deal with me, which is fine by me. So, you know.
Yeah, exactly, right? It's like,
shout out to Flying Rich, by the way. Shout out to Rich. He's in the chat. He says Hank is my only friend.
Rich.
So there you go. That's I know for a
Rich
fact
is my friend.
Rich has a freaking carrier. What is that thing? Some kind of what are those like scavenger birds? Like
crow?
It's a. I don't want to say it's a crow. It's what's the
raven?
Other? No, not a raven. It's those real ugly
Rich
ones.
doesn't have a bird anymore.
We see no. We see those birds we see on the side of the road that are always dragging like meat across. Yeah, he's like
a buzzard.
He's got a buzzard that literally lives on his roof. That's your buddy right there. I told him that was Pebbles reincarnated. I don't know how he took it, but
I was yesterday. I was helped with one of the things I did yesterday was we put some Christmas lights up, and I had to tie the wires up, and I'm standing on this little ladder stool thing that my wife has. Mm-hmm. I hate the thing because as soon as you get up on it, you have nothing to hang on to, and it's a good way to fall off. And so there's a buzzard flying. There's a buzzard flying over the house, and he's just waiting for me to fall off the ladder. That's all it
is. Well, good luck to him if he could drag you out to. You know how the buzzards? Have you guys ever seen the buzzards drag like if there's a carcass, they'll drag it out in the road so cars can drive over it? Have you guys ever seen that?
I haven't seen that. I hit a buzzard in the Suburban when they were doing that silly shit. Yeah.
Yeah. So
it didn't take off fast enough, and boom, hit the buzzard, and then his buddies probably picked him clean too. So
yeah. Oh, they don't care.
Yeah, if you watch, like I've seen the buzzards dragging the meat out, and I think they want the cars to drive over it and break it up more.
Tenderize it.
Yeah.
I've seen it. Let me see. I'm trying to see if I can get a picture, but I don't think I have a good picture of that thing on. Okay, hold on. Let's see. It was on his roof. Here, I'll show you guys this. So this thing was on his roof right there.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you could see it turning around and looking right there. And then it flew off to a tree. And this thing was massive.
That's a big one. That's a black vulture.
Yeah, that thing was massive. But he told me it lives out there.
Yeah. No, they like Florida.
There must be plenty of things to pick at around there.
Yeah, Rich says it's a turkey vulture.
No, it's a black vulture. Yeah. Turkeys have red necks. The picture I can't tell. If it has all black
no, I
head,
think it was,
then it's a black vulture.
Yeah, it was like black and gray. It was black and gray.
If it's all black, it's a black vulture. If it's a red, if it has
don't
red,
get all racist on us now with this black and red and everything.
Primitive Hunter says, I don't know if anything but bugs eat buzzards. Really? And 42 Chilled says a chicken hawk. That wasn't a chicken hawk, I don't think.
I'm no chicken. I'm a chicken hawk.
Yeah. So, all right. So listen, guns. We got to talk. We're talking about guns here for Christmas. Walter, so I'm going to ask you the same thing I asked Patrick. I know you have a lot of guns. You know, what would be your dream Christmas gun here?
Not a fair. You said a Christmas thing, so. I mean,
what would be nice if someone was looking at it and like, you know what? They really love you, Walter, and they go, I'm going to get Walter a gun that he doesn't have, but I need to know what Walter doesn't have that he would like to have. You want some ammo. You want some ammo, probably.
No, ammo would work. Yeah, ammo's always good. I mean...
Yeah. You can't go wrong. Even one box of ammo is good these days.
You know what I do need? Accessories. I need a flashlight.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. Yeah, flashlights.
You need a good flashlight? A decent flashlight?
Yeah, I have an AK over here that needs a flashlight on the side of it.
Mm-hmm. Optics are always good, by the way. If like all kidding aside,
optics, great choices.
Yeah, you've got a gun guy out there you want to buy something for, optics, red dots.
Oh hell, yeah! I get a red dot. Red dot's always fantastic choice.
You can do primary arms. You can do let me see, what's
Hollow
some other
Sun.
good? Hollow Sun, yeah, Hollow Sun's really good. Damn it, what's the other one? Primary arms, Hollow Sun. I'm missing a Oh damn it. What's the other? Primary Arms, Hollow Sun, and then there was, what is that other company? In that same kind of like Primary Arms category. Okay, I guess
Sig makes some good ones. Yeah, Sig's
yeah,
powers are the good.
Yeah, there's been an explosion of optics companies out there. So. But what were you? Vortex. Yeah, Night Train said it. Vortex.
Yeah.
Vortex, very good too.
Primitive Hunter brought up Gideon. Don't forget about Gideon. Gideon.
Rich says, "Have you tried Gunbeam for a flashlight?" Gunbeam, no. You guys tried that? Gunbeam? Okay. I'm not familiar with that one. I'll have to look into that. So what would be your thing, Walt? What you got?
Like I said, like you were. Just as a gift. Okay, first thing, me and my significant other really don't buy each other Christmas presents too much because we buy our own. we buy our own Christmas presents.
Yeah, it's like Patrick was saying. You guys probably work it out. Like Patrick told Mark, "Okay, I like this."
I mean, look, I got this, and I got and she gets this, and she gets that. Was somebody saying something?
No, that sounded like either the baby or the dog. Probably the dog.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we can hear him.
I'm actually.
I can't believe you guys are at a loss. This is so insane. You guys are at a loss.
Well, I mean, because
I have so many.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't want to brag or anything, but I do have a couple guns.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I'd hate to have somebody buy me a gun, thinking they did the best thing they could do for me, and I get it, and I go.
So you know what? Here's something. I'll say something.
I already have one of those.
You know what's something I would love to get? That Walther PPK, all black with the walnut grips. You can buy that any day and send it to me. Okay.
Okay.
And to be honest with you, it's tough to actually, I've seen them out there, but to get a good price and stuff like that. But that's a cool.
Walthers are expensive. Those.
Well, when those PPKs come up, they sell out too.
That one that I bought at the auction was, I think I paid $4 for it. That's cheap.
Yeah, that's a good price.
That's wicked cheap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And did that have the walnut? That had the old walnut grips, right?
No, it's got plastic grips. It's got
plastic grips. Okay, but I think, can you fit the walnut grips they're making now?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So you buy them.
Yeah. So,
I mean, sometimes the simplest thing for me is the best kind of thing. Today I was on. I fell for an ad on Sportsman's Guide, right? And they had their military surplus up to 60% off. So of course I'm a sucker. I'm drawn to it. So I go. I'm looking around. I bought myself 2 entrenching tools, and
that's the sort of stuff that I like. Yeah.
Yeah,
militaria and nylon and things like that. That's what I like.
I bought 2. They got these Romanian shoulder bags. I don't know what they carried in, but they look like brand new. They got leather, old school kind of making stuff with leather and buckles. I bought a couple of those. I'm going to give away one for the Christmas exchange thing in New Orleans. And I think I know somebody that might, once she sees that bag, she'll probably want one. So I'll give that to her too. So I don't know. We'll see. Alexis likes that kind of stuff. So
okay. Yeah, I wonder where she got that from. Some random place. She totally didn't grow up seeing those things around there. And
a couple Christmases ago, we were out to the store locally here. It's right next to Jason.
Hold on a second. Hold on. We're going to take a break. Okay. Coming right back.
We wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of a DAO, or decentralized autonomous organization like TUSC Crypto. TUSC cryptocurrency is a firearm-friendly e-commerce option for online payment transactions, secured on the blockchain. So when you're in the crypto market, please consider TUSC, TUSC.
Okay, sorry about that, Walt. Go for your story.
So we're out at the I think it's called the Home Store or something. It's right next to Jason's Deli
Home
where
Goods?
we've had lunch before.
Oh,
It's it's one of those stores that's got all kinds of. It's full of Chinese
Home
stuff,
Goods.
right from front to back. Right?
No, not
We're walking. They got Christmas trees. And what do they have? They have a black Christmas tree.
A black Christmas tree.
So
Okay,
what
is
does
this
my
for
wife do?
Kwanzaa or what the hell?
No, just a black Christmas tree with like purple lights on it.
So a
So what does
goth
my wife do?
goth Christmas tree. Go ahead. Yeah.
My wife takes a picture of it and sends it to my daughter Alexis. Alexis ran out and bought one right away.
Yeah, that makes sense. If you know her, that makes
Black
sense.
Christmas tree, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, she's not like weird or anything like that with the the goth thing, but she just likes that different stuff. I mean, it's like,
Yeah.
okay,
That's interesting. I've never seen that, but I guess it would show up nicely with the lights and you know.
it's
strange
it's
stuff
just
around.
a style thing.
Yeah.
it's,
Yeah.
It's like not Jack Frost, but Jack Skeleton from that movie.
Mm-hmm.
From around Christmas time, a lot of that stuff comes out with Jack Skeleton. So she likes that stuff.
Oh, from what's his name? That's the
Nightmare
movie.
Before Christmas.
Nightmare Before Christmas.
Nightmare Before Christmas. Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you guys started looking at Christmas movies yet? I can't do it. I'm not ready.
No, I haven't.
I'm not ready.
No.
I'm not ready. All the streamers are trying to force them on you, and I'm like, no, not yet. I gotta wait for that. And then one thing I've noticed that's funny is that I've noticed that any new movie about Christmas, Santa Claus now has to be black. I guess because of diversity, equity, and inclusion. Every new movie has. Why does Santa Claus also have to be black? I mean, seriously, you know.
I mean, yeah, I get it, but it's like, that
people all around the world. I'm black. You know, I'm from
Yeah.
the Caribbean.
I
I
mean-
lived in Africa. I've lived in England. Santa Claus is a white dude, for crying out loud. Seriously. You know,
I mean,
unless
you
your
know,
dad
I
is
mean-
dressing up as Santa Claus, which my dad never ever did. He didn't do any of that shit. My dad didn't even believe in Tarzan. You know, my dad was like, yeah, there's no white guy swinging through the jungle on some vines or whatever.
That was some chick in the back in the tree. That was some white chick back in the tree. No.
I never saw my dad dress up as Santa Claus, but you know, I grew up and I saw Santa Claus. We would go to the mall and there'd be a Santa Claus. Like, it's a white dude.
Yeah, well, I mean,
get
it's
it.
just well, traditionally, if you want to be traditional, that's where
Yeah.
Father Frost and all that stuff is a Germanic European fella. You know, I mean,
Yeah.
Yes.
So,
Yeah, I mean-
okay, I won't even repeat what Rich said. Rich said well, actually, I should repeat it. He says you should be thankful he's only black and he's not a transitioning gay lesbian.
yeah.
We'll get there.
Hey, you know what I did see the other night? It wasn't a Christmas movie. The last Indiana Jones movie was on.
Oh God.
Is it any good?
And you know what? What? Okay, I watched it,
Mhm.
and people were saying it was woke or whatever.
Mhm.
I know the main character is a female, but I didn't get that traditional. She wasn't a lesbian. She was eyeballing guys. So I
the
did-
thing that came, there was like one quote where she's like, well, you're just a man, you should be in a museum or something like that, or like,
Yeah.
she,
Well, it's a bunch of stuff.
anti-man.
It's a bunch of stuff like that in there.
that's
Go ahead.
that's more of an age thing. I mean, he is an old fuck. Okay.
It wasn't.
So
it
a
was.
young-
It was anti-man.
I think so. So let me just. Well, first of all, Primitive Hunter says it's because Disney put a chick in it and made her gay. Now, so that movie, I did look at it.
She
Right,
wasn't gay in that movie.
I heard all. No, she wasn't. I heard all the reviews and everything, and they were pretty bad. When I looked at it, it wasn't as bad as the reviews would make it out to be. But it wasn't. It wasn't to me a good movie. But there are some things in there that made no damn sense that she did. And I'll give you an example. In there, she literally. So you know how, like, if you grew up with Indiana Jones, right? It's classic that Indiana Jones punches someone, and you hear that that crisp, punch, and then the person's knocked out. In this movie, she punches him and knocks him out.
he was also at that point. He was also all fucked up too.
But still, come
He'd
on.
been shot. He'd been shot.
Indiana Jones
Okay.
should not be that pathetic.
Listen, there's a famous story of Sean Connery, the best James Bond that ever lived. You know, God rest his soul. Sean Connery, his wife got mad at him, and I think she either tried to punch him or slap him, and she broke her hand. So in this movie, Indiana Jones is punching people, and you hear the crack, and they get knocked out, and then she just punches him. She doesn't have muscles. She's not. What's the name of that chick that was a UFC fighter and you know?
The Mandalorian.
Yeah, and the Mandalorian. She didn't have muscles or look like she could kick anyone's ass. But she was out there. She didn't just knock out Indiana Jones. She was one punch knocking out dudes all over that movie.
I don't know what to tell you, but I didn't see it. Okay, it's not an epic film, but I didn't find it like overly. Yeah, I mean,
I would agree with you. It wasn't as bad as they made it out to be. It wasn't as bad as they made it out to be, but it's not a movie that I would watch over and over again like the classic Indiana Jones movie.
The classic Indiana Jones is you can. Dr. Jones.
Yeah, I don't have it. My question is, I was like, where the hell did the Nazis get the World War II cargo plane bomber to fly in at the last scene in the movie to go back in time? I mean, I'm just going, what the fuck?
Go back in time in this new one?
Yes.
Oh, that's I've not seen it. I don't really want to.
Oh, yeah.
You're not spoiling
They
it.
fly out. They leave. I'll spoil it for you. They take off. They got this time thing from Archimedes, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're going to go back in time to World War II and fix things.
Right.
And they take off from the airport in a vintage World War II plane, and then they all have their black Nazi uniforms on, flying in the plane. I'm like going,
too goofy for
what's
me.
going on here? I just like, where'd you get that World War II German bomber from? I mean, it's like, what the fuck?
Because at the time of this movie, we're after, what was it, Vietnam?
1960s. It was 1960s. Yeah, during Vietnam. Yeah.
So imagine these people trying to do some shit like this in those times.
Yeah. I mean, it was just nutty as that was nutty. Okay, that's where it lost me. I was like, okay, no. And then the little kid gets in a little single engine plane and takes off. Never flew a plane before.
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
And some Italian dude is sleeping in the back of the plane. He wakes up. Goes, hey, what are you doing?
So the whole thing, if you look at that movie, Walt, in the beginning, the kid is literally sitting at a table in a restaurant or something, and they're teaching him how to fly a plane using the salt and pepper shakers and shit like that. So from that this kid is now later able to fly a plane.
Right.
Under combat situations.
In a storm. In a storm. Yeah. It was in a storm. Yeah. It's like, what?
There's a lot of...
I know it's a movie. I know it's a movie. It was fun, you know. Come on.
Yeah, there were some things in there. It's not a thing I would want to see again. They should have just left Indiana Jones at the movies they'd already made and not done this, or restarted it and just left Harrison Ford out of there. There was some things that were just weird because, you know, they were doing CG and stuff like that because they de-aged him. They went back to the past. Yeah. But you could see that the person was old, you know, in some things, and you could see they just overused the CG and all of that, which they never did in the old movies. And yeah, it wasn't brilliant, but it wasn't as bad as they made it out to be.
No,
you know.
I mean, we didn't look for it. It showed up. They were like, "Oh, look here's the Indiana Jones movie." And I said, "Is it a new one?" And my wife goes, "Yeah, it's like 2.5 hours long."
It was long.
And it's like, "Oh, put it on. What the heck, you know?"
Yeah.
So
it's very miserable. It's very miserable. You know what? You don't really want to see Indiana Jones go out like this. He was like pretty miserable and pretty sad and pathetic,
grumpy.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah, so it's not. Yeah. Listen, South Park did this thing where they showed how Disney raped Indiana Jones, and they've done it even though they did that already, and they did it again.
They did it to Star Wars too.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. So, yeah, you know, I agree with Walter on it. It wasn't spectacular. I would never look at that ever again. I don't know if I want to look at the other Indiana Jones movies now because of that. I don't want to know how
I can watch the old ones just fine. I do like the fact that the Shala character, the guy from Egypt, the old guy, that was kind of interesting that he's in New York City and all that stuff.
He's an immigrant.
But anyways, Yeah, and he goes, "What I missed the desert. I missed the, you know."
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Right. He missed the desert. He missed what's the Sharia? He missed Sharia law.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah. That's probably. Listen, I used to live. I used to live not in the desert, but close enough to the desert. That as close as you would want to live to any kind of climate like that, and I don't freaking miss it. So I don't know.
It's like when you go to Las Vegas and it's just brown. Everything is tan and brown, and when you get back home, it's like, oh, look at this. Green, and,
yeah. That's the thing about Vegas. I don't get how people could love Vegas so much. I like the lights. I like the flashiness, and all the chicks walking around with no clothes on. But eventually, that gets real boring.
2 blocks away from it, it's a ghetto.
Yeah.
So or it's not Disney World anymore. So
yeah. I agree. All right, so listen, let's go back to I'm going to show off some guns here. So let's see. I'm going to go to this Henry gun here. And this
tell us about that. I've never seen that.
So this is a 22 pump action. And I got to always be careful, the one thing about it, do you see back here?
Oh, it'll bite you right there.
Yeah, you don't want to put your hand all
over it. Don't choke up on it.
Yeah, you want to hold it probably back here.
Knuckle.
That's like that M97 Winchester shotgun of mine will do the same thing to you.
Yeah, but it's octagonal barrel. I don't know if you guys could see that here on the video. Pump action, nice long tube fed. I don't know if that's coming up right now there we go. Mm-hmm. So right here you probably will see it better. And my camera, I don't know if it's freezing. My camera's freezing for you guys.
Focusing on you. It's focusing. There you go.
Yeah, there you go. So yeah. So I can't wait for us to actually shoot this and compare it with all the. You know how Patrick went on a binge of pump action 22s.
I also have another 22 that I'm working on, but yeah, 22s are the best.
Yeah. So this looks like it would be fun. It has built-in sights, all that kind of stuff. So, yeah. And these I'll be honest, Henry makes awesome Christmas presents for people.
They're not bad. Yeah, it'd be a good, great gun.
Yeah. Go ahead, Walt. I'm going to pull out another Henry, but go for it, Walt.
I was just going to say, since I did this and I've been handling it, I've really come accustomed to the way that it feels and the way you can carry it. You can carry this thing really inconspicuously.
Yeah, but it looks great. So what color options did you guys have? Was it just that green or?
Green, and green, just like an old Model T. Black, and black.
Oh, okay. That's interesting.
Real military AUGs are all green.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
No option of like snowtrooper white and all that stuff. That's for the Matakonskis.
Oh, okay.
Green, and green.
Huh. So here's the other one that I'm going to try to show you guys. So this is a 410 shotgun. 410 bore shotgun.
Lever gun? Did we shot that? Is that the one I jammed the cartridge in?
I don't think so.
No, one of them I tried to load wrong and I jammed the cartridge in it. I don't remember that one. That one's all black. I don't remember that one.
Yes, I seem to remember. I think Patrick was there too, right? Patrick?
Yeah, I think he was. I thought I knew what I was doing and I fucked it all up. But yeah.
Yeah, because Patrick fixed it. Yeah, I remember that. But no, this is
we got it out and everything, but
Yeah. This is lever action. You can, it's got a pick rail down here and all that. So, it's got built-in sights and everything. So, yeah, 410. We got to do some stuff. I don't know what do you think is the better squirrel hunter, the 410 or the 22?
22.
Pick
your shots and hit them correctly.
Okay.
Yeah, one little quick shot and he's done. You're not going to blast him full of pellets. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So yeah, we have to get together, and we've got a ton of stuff that we need to do some videos. I do have videos coming out. I think we have Was it me? I think it was me and Walter, or was it me and Pat? I can't remember. One of us did the thing with the scythe, remember? The scythe? Who did I do that with? I got that video coming
That
up.
was me,
Not
I
me.
think. That was me.
Yeah, that was Walter, yeah. So that one's coming up, but we're going to get some other stuff. It was funny today, I was telling you guys earlier, but today there was some, the air conditioning company came over here to do our yearly maintenance. And the guy, he had like an assistant with him. And when I opened the door, the guy lost his mind. He was like, "Are you Hankstrange?" And he went nuts. So apparently he's like a fan of the gun stuff and all that. And he was like, "Oh man, I haven't like seen any of your stuff in a while, but I used to look at all your videos." He was talking to me about the video where I got pulled over, all kinds of stuff. I was showing him the range. It took like a good hour before he actually got to look at the AC, but it was cool to run into someone that actually looks at everything. And I was telling him, yeah, we're still putting up videos there, but we're just severely shadow banned out there. But stuff is still going up on Player and on YouTube. So
I'll tell you what, mini bike stuff is making big dollars. You know what I mean? I just another 140 something bucks. 140 something.
Wow.
listen,
Very impressive.
yeah, you laugh at that now, and then one day you hit you put up some video there that goes viral.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I posted a new one today, and I posted another short today, and I did another video on Friday, and
Yeah.
I mean,
So
that's
let
the
me
key. You just have to post. You just got to keep posting.
you just have to keep posting, and if something does well, just do more of that. It's pretty simple.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
the goofiest little shorts. The shorts don't, they push the shorts obviously, but the goofiest little shorts I do get the most attention.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
I think that's how it
I was
works.
leaving the shop
Yeah.
today, and the new mini bike I'm working on is a lot taller than it was stock. So the kickstand doesn't work right on it. It's too short. So I said, let me make a quick little short showing how short this cute little kickstand is and how it doesn't work.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as I posted it, I don't know how many views it's got now, but it's probably working on when I looked at it, it was like 400 or 500 views. And I mean, it's not even 15 seconds long,
Yeah, and what you need to do is put up at least one short a week. Shooting Gallery says that was the 410 axe that you're talking about, Walt, which I do have. I still do have here. Now let me show you, Walt. When you blow up and you get your Dirtfoot racing money, or Patrick, when you start building guns for people, and you become the gun builder du jour, here's what you guys need to get me for Christmas. Cabot Guns. Look at this. Oh, the Cabot Guns put out the Insurrection. There you go. So obviously in 1911, double stack 1911.
Does the serial number start with Jan 6? It should.
That's a good question. I guess that will be the serial number that everyone wants. But you know what? One of my gun things that I would like to do is I would like to get a Cabot Guns.
Patrick, got an idea for you.
Uh-oh. Yep.
Oh no. Okay.
Your first gun is a Jan 6 model.
That won't get him in any kind of trouble.
I would have to do like an Insurrection 47 or something.
Yeah,
like
Insurrection 6. The Insurrection 6. There we go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. Yeah. You know what? That's a good question, Walt. I have to find out if they put that into the... It's been 2 years in the making. Okay.
Insurrection will get you shot.
Yeah.
Be careful.
Yeah. I can't see...
I've been hanging around too long watching Crump's channel with Dark.
Yeah, I can't see serial numbers or anything. But I'll tell you guys, man, I'm going to get... That's one of my dream guns that I'm going to get. I'm going to get a Cabot 1911 at some point here.
They're good guns.
Yeah.
They're well made. They're just expensive.
Yeah, it doesn't...
Does it float your boat?
Expensive 1911s don't do a whole lot for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean...
The World War II or
once,
World War One, like what Walter has, that is exciting to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and a genuine World War, like a 1911, straight 1911, I'll take one of those, yeah.
Yeah, but you know what? I think Cabot makes a really excellent gun. I've actually shot this gun before, and I feel like I've got a little bit of history with Cabot guns. They're a cool company and everything. Also, Sam Andrews, he makes holsters that you'll see on the website and all that kind of stuff. So to me, it'll be like that, like a nice piece, like a flex piece to have, you know. So anyway, we're gonna take a quick break. We'll be right back here.
The Who Moved My Freedom podcast is made possible by our partners at 2A Commerce. Veteran owned and with over 20 years experience, 2A Commerce is the leader in custom e-commerce and web application development in the shooting sports industry. Clients include major brands such as Guard Dog Body Armor, Sylvan Arms, AccuFire Technologies, The Tactical Games, Warrior Knife Company, and yours truly, Hankstrange. Visit 2A Commerce and support this show by supporting them. Once again, visit the number 2acommerce.com.
Okay, and then one more. Look, I didn't even realize they got the stainless one. Oh, look at that.
Peggy was listening to our conversation about when I was single and stuff, and what happened when I was living with the guys is my one friend Jack got married. The house split up basically. The house went in different directions. Everybody went in a different direction, and Walt didn't have nowhere to go. Well, I kind of did. I was staying with somebody else, another female, for a while, but that I ended up getting kicked out of there too. So.
And I guess we're not going to get
and
deep into that.
And that was not my fault, by the way. And that's a whole story to go with that. But anyways, while I was in between, I was living at home actually at my parents' place, and that's when I met Peggy. So,
okay, and that's when Peggy saved you and elevated your life to another level.
That'll work. Yes, that'll work.
Or basically, like she basically took possession of you, because that's what happens. You know, women come along and they decide that you belong to them. And
well, I mean,
you go with it,
or
you try to run away.
I would have been back to my mom's house, but yeah. Yes.
You did all right, Walter. You did all right. You did fine. You're surviving.
It's worked out. Yeah.
Yeah. What is Patrick up to? Is he actually?
Sorry, I'm staring and thinking. Oh man, sorry. I was in a stare off.
Yeah, I felt like you were looking up stuff to say what you want for Christmas. Or you're looking up tools.
I just thought of something I'd take, and it's not going to be that expensive either.
What is it?
I want the Riot bayonet lug handguard shield from my 1897.
1897.
Even a reproduction one's fine. I don't care. I just want one. So, and a bayonet. That's all I want.
Okay. Have you
Just
seen
simple.
this somewhere?
Only a couple $100. Yeah.
Flying Rich says, I want an M1 carbine and a Luger. There you go. Are the Lugers hard to find, or is it like, or the hard one?
Nothing is hard to find if you have enough money. That's the problem.
Okay.
Right. It all depends how much you want to spend. Yeah.
So no one makes a reproduction Luger these days, right? Is it all the old stuff?
Not currently.
Oh, okay.
It's been done in the past, but not currently.
Is a Luger difficult to make? I'm assuming it would be. Right?
A lot of machining. Machining.
Yes.
Yeah. So nowadays that would be a tough thing. You can't just stamp those bad boys out.
No. I mean, with current CNC stuff and manufacturing techs, it's not as hard as it was in the old days. In the old days, they had multiple machines to do one operation. So one op here, next op there, next op there. And so you might have 20 machines to make that one gun. So,
yeah. You know, I just thought of what I need. I need a frickin' Dremel. This is what I need for Christmas.
That's
Patrick.
easy.
Do you have my Dremel, by the way?
Your Dremel, excuse me?
I'm just curious if you.
Oh, what you also need is.
Oh, okay. I couldn't find the
Dremel.
Go ahead.
You need the Dremel plus the flexible shaft.
That's what I got. I got a Dremel and a flex hose.
I bet you do.
It's left, right, up, down. Helps you all around.
No, so yesterday, so like I was telling you guys, my son was putting in those little bidet attachments to the. I showed you guys this photo. Here, I'll show everyone for the people who actually give a crap about this. I know not everyone necessarily, but we've talked about this here on the podcast, so we can do it. This is official to talk about it. So my older son found this bidet attachment that you can put on the toilet, and it makes your toilet into a bidet. So that was a year ago that he bought that for me, because I think he heard us talking about this on the podcast. Or it's been a while. But I never installed it. So my younger son, he's home from school, and he decided he was going to install it and buy another one for their bathroom. So when you guys are over the next time visiting, you'll get to try this out.
I get to spray my butthole.
Yes. And I definitely recommend connecting the warm water.
I'll be fresh as a daisy.
Yes.
Yeah, so listen, you can attach the warm water to this, but he didn't do it.
You should attach the warm water.
I think it's a good idea. I think it's a good idea.
Some nice cold well water on your butt for that.
Because it's not, it will definitely wake you up better than coffee with some cold water going right up your patookus. But so anyway,
that sounds awful.
When he went to do the one in his bathroom, the toilet seat, you got to take that off, right? It goes under the toilet seat, and the screw for it just got stuck, and we couldn't get that thing off. So I had to figure out how to get in there and cut it off with a Dremel. Couldn't find my Dremel for anything. I've had a Dremel for 20 something years. Couldn't find it. I have no idea what I did with that thing. But and then Lola went and bought from Walmart one of the the battery powered ones, and it was a cheap one. It's not as good. So for me, I've seen that all those real tool companies, they have those big powerful Dremels now. I need to get one of those. I don't know what's the best one. If it's Milwaukee, probably Milwaukee is a good one for those power. Let me know if you have a power. The Dremel one, you think is a better one?
That's what if you want a Dremel, you get a Dremel brand.
Okay, so you can't use the same tools from Milwaukee or whoever, Makita or whoever else.
Well, why do you need a Milwaukee? Just get a Dremel.
I don't know. Everybody gets the Milwaukee tools nowadays.
With a cord.
Yeah.
You have to get corded. Do not get cordless.
Okay, so none of the cordless are any good, you're saying?
Well, you want the torque, you want the power, do the cordless.
Yeah, there you go.
How long do you want to work before your battery goes dead?
True. Yeah, that battery heated up really fast.
I've had the same little Dremel, which hangs in the shop with the cord and everything, for 20 years.
Yeah, I've had one for a long time. I don't know what the hell happened to it.
I also have one of the big ones.
In the shed somewhere.
I know. I couldn't find it. That's why I was asking you if you borrowed it or something, because I could not find it.
No, I got a Dremel brand Dremel. I got the real thing.
Mine is a real thing.
A lot.
Yeah, mine is the real thing. I've just had that thing forever.
Yours was not. Oh no, was yours Dremel brand?
Yeah, I think mine was Dremel brand. It came in the blue plastic box and everything.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's Dremel.
No, I bought one when I first started getting into building stuff, probably 8 or 9 years ago, and that thing sits in the shop and it gets used a lot. People like to complain about gunsmiths using Dremels. There's a time and a place for a Dremel, and it saves your ass. It's well worth it.
So wait, I didn't know people. Go ahead, Walt. Yeah.
It's just the carbide burrs, which is the carbide cutters.
Mm-hmm.
I bought one time from Wholesale Tool, but just probably get a whole set of different, the round ones, the square ones, the small ones. You can do all kinds of cool stuff with that.
So I didn't know that. So is that frowned upon in the gun world for using Dremel tools?
There's from the 70s, 80s, and 90s, you'll see a lot of guns where Bubba came in and dremeled him some notches for sights or something like that. So it has a bad rep for being used for inappropriate stuff. But no, a rotary tool is very, very helpful in the right situation.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking.
Yeah,
I've got one it's called Fordham, which is more of a commercial unit with the bigger motor and the shaft. I don't have it set up because I didn't. The little Dremel works great. But I'm looking on the internet here, and Vever has a flexible shaft grinder, $44, which is knockoff of that bigger commercial style one.
That's something I would like to get. Is one of those big commercial ones. They're really nice. They give you a lot more power.
Well, you can get them with adjustable speed and a foot pedal and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah. But honestly, the Dremel that I have, I've never had. It's never really failed me. As long as you're using it appropriately, it's never really failed.
Right. Yeah.
Shooting Gallery says, well, Hank, there's a thing called Harbor Freight, and you can grab a Dremel. So,
do not take that advice. Those Harbor Freight Dremels are rotary tools are garbage.
Really? Okay.
Well, okay, maybe the motor. I don't know about the motor itself, but the their add-ons in diddly bits and front ends and parts like that for Dremels and rotaries are. Their sandpaper, you spin it too fast and the sand flies off. Like it's the worst thing.
Yeah.
They're terrible.
Well, I'll tell you, a hand-powered, like battery-powered one is probably good for like little things, like wood or something like that. Like you guys were saying, it took a while to chop that bolt and get that bolt off of there. So definitely, I mean, it worked. I just I had to be patient and take my time and all of that. But a Dremel is a good tool. We're agreeing on for a gun guy, right?
Yeah. Just know what its appropriate use is.
Mm-hmm. Go, Walt.
Well, I guess the joke is more like, okay, he thinks he's a gunsmith because he's got a Dremel tool. That's the
yeah.
So let me ask you guys this then, because both of you guys work on stuff and fix things and all that. So let's say someone was looking at this and they had a gun guy in mind and they wanted to get them some tools. What would be the recommended tools to get for a gun guy outside of a Dremel?
Depends on what they work on. It all depends on what you do.
If you're working on AR-15s, those blocks, plastic blocks, and all that stuff for holding the parts, which I don't have, by the way, would come in real handy. A set of good punches, quality punches.
If you don't have a vise on your bench, get yourself a nice vise, and it doesn't need to be new. Go on Facebook Marketplace or Craigslist or something. See if you can find like an old American or German vise and bolt that son of a bitch down. That will pay dividends.
I think that's your biggest complaint about me, that I don't have a proper vise over here. You always complain about that.
A big vise is so important.
Yeah.
A set of aluminum vise jaws for barrels and such for clamping around stuff. We froze. There we go.
We're here. Mm-hmm.
We're back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. There's all kinds of.
Yeah, say that part again, Walt. Sorry.
Aluminum vise jaws for your vise to clamp onto a barrel, or round objects. Say you got to take a muzzle brake off the end of a barrel, or things like that. They come in real handy, and they're inexpensive compared. Oh, a proper set of vice jaws for AR-15 receiver if you're working on ARs that go around the receiver with an insert inside, so you don't crush your receiver when you're trying to work it. Stuff like that.
You can get a lot
needle
of
files.
Stuff.
If you do a lot of hand fitting stuff, some good needle files are really good. Don't get the cheap Harbor Freight
Swiss files. The Swiss
files are really
I think that I have. Recently I got that. I don't know if I was talking to both of you or Patrick, but I think I did get something like that recently. And you can get this in a lot of places, but you can also go to Barnauls and use the code STRANGE10.
If you are into fine fitting, Barnauls has the set of stones, gunsmith stones. Those are invaluable. Those are very, very handy.
What is that tool, Patrick? I think at one point we were looking at getting those from somewhere. There's a tool, and I cannot remember. It's a tool set having to do with ARs, but I guess there's different ones. And you told me about it. I can't remember what it was. But it's like a tool set for working on ARs, and you're like, "Oh, this is a good."
Oh, fix-it sticks. The fix-it sticks.
Okay, yeah.
Those things are very expensive, but they are wicked cool. You can take them. I mean, it's like ratchet, all the different ratchets for, and they each have like different inch pounds and foot pounds. They're really, really neat. That's something that I've had on my list for a long time that I've never gotten. But yeah, I'd like to get a set of those.
Yeah. Jade Grew says, "Who makes a good milling machine for under 5K?" Throw that one.
Oh, you can get lots of milling machines for under 5K. I mean, if you want a good one, you try to find a decent Bridgeport.
Get yourself, make sure you have a truck or something that can haul, and a trailer.
Somebody looking at it that knows what's good and what's bad.
Go look at a Bridgeport. As long as it's not all goofy and makes a ton of sound, that's the other thing that's on my list is a Bridgeport. Even though the Chinesium has been fine.
Yeah, try to find a variable speed one instead of where you have the individual belts. That way you have more versatility. But you should be able to easily find and get a DRO, digital readout.
Okay.
These are the things that are missing off that one you gave me, and that's why I don't use it a whole
Yeah.
lot.
I mean that's what it was. I mean that could you could have a, you know what you could do on that one there, real simple. Like for the Z-axis, they put just basically you can modify a set of calipers to make a digital readout.
That works. Yep.
There's some ways to do it on the cheap where you can get that. I wish I had that. There's been times here I've been like, damn, I wish I had a little milling machine again. I got I gotta make a little spot.
I do in the next year or two want to get a Bridgeport. So when that happens, we'll hook this thing back on a trailer and get it back to you.
So you can't add a digital thing to the old school one that you have.
Yeah,
right?
you could. You can. To me, it's not worth it. I would rather, instead of trying to retrofit, put lipstick on a pig, I'd rather get myself a really nice Bridgeport, pay like $4 or $5 grand, and have a fantastic Bridgeport.
Okay.
But the one that I have is good for real basic stuff, simple cutting and drilling and things like that.
Looks like Walther froze or something. I don't know what's going on there.
You won't have any super precision out of this thing, but it works. It gets me by. I don't use it a whole lot.
Right.
I use the lathe. Exactly. I use a lathe more than
the
anything.
beautiful price. The beautiful price.
Yeah.
It can hear me, but I can't. I'm not moving. So
yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there.
Frozen.
You could try dialing back in if you want. We got about 5 minutes. Shooting Gallery says real Avid tool sets are great. What do you have any experience with those? I mean, obviously, Shooting Gallery does a lot of this kind of work that we're talking about here, gunsmithing. So he would definitely know.
They're not bad. They're good. They're good for starting out. There's better quality for a lot of those things. Like if you want a basic kit, like they have some pretty nice kits you can get a hold of. Mm-hmm. I think they're Chinesium. I'm getting to the point with my hand tools that I try to stay away from a lot of the Chinesium and get German, Swiss, or American because it just, if you're using them all the time, it's worth having the good stuff. But, if you just have a workbench and you just want to take your guns apart and clean them on the weekend, the real Avid stuff works fine.
So for a guy like yourself, how are you doing that, Patrick? Are you looking out for like estate sales, or are you just straight up buying those new? How are you trying to get in there
piece by piece? I've gotten so much of the cheaper stuff that now when it either breaks or if I need something new that I kind of look at it and go, am I going to use this for one thing? Yeah, I get the cheap stuff from Harbor Freight. If I'm going to continue to use this over and over, Are you going
to make a living with this, or are you just going to
exactly? Yeah.
Are you going to buy? You can buy when they got this job where you need an 1.5 or 2 inch diameter socket. You could spend a couple grand on a socket set, but how often are you going to use it? Well, you can go down to Harbor Freight for $75, $80, $100 and buy that same set. And guess what, folks? For the most part, it'll do everything that $2,000 socket set will do.
So let me ask you this.
Have that.
Go ahead.
You don't have that name on the side of it.
Yeah, but let me ask you this, Walt, because I always wonder about this sometimes. When you started out with your own shop and everything, is that how did you go about tooling up there? Did you go slowly? Did you get that kind of stuff? Did you take out loans? How'd you do that whole thing?
Oh no,
I mean, take out a loan. No debt.
I had a lot of tools before I started doing this stuff. My dad had tools. I'm a kind of a scavenger when it comes to that stuff. Buying stuff here and there, and but I had good tools and I had crappy tools. I mean, I got good files and I got crappy files. Like I said, if you're not going to make your living with that 2 inch diameter socket, and you only need to use it one time for that one job, you don't need to buy the $2,000 set of sockets or you got big open end wrenches. You go to Harbor Freight and buy a big set of open end wrenches just to get that one wrench in there to open that one thing you got to take apart, and you're never going to touch it again.
Yeah. Okay.
It doesn't make any sense.
If you're gonna use it professionally, buy the good and slowly invest in the good stuff. Don't go in debt. It's crazy that people go in debt for tools. Just buy the stuff little by little.
Yeah, without making
toolbox.
without making the money. Like if you've got contracts and things like that coming in, that it's worth it to do. I mean, listen, I'm a person who's known to go overboard, but in the let's say
will
like
it make your life easier?
Yeah, in the video making world, I've done it like based on what I had, right? So that's the way to go.
Yeah, and I mean, there are still guys that film everything on an iPhone, edit it on a MacBook with basic editing, and are 100,000 subscribers. So.
Oh, I know guys who film it on the phone and edit it on the phone and upload it on the phone.
Yep.
So, and they are big. Walther.
Oh, I'm not big, but
but like, what's his name? Oh my God, AK Operators Union phone. People don't realize that. I've seen him at SHOT Show phone. I'm not saying he does that for everything. Like I'm going to assume that some things,
There are some tools that are worth like tap and dice sets.
Oh, sure.
Don't waste your money on.
Chinese
taps
yeah.
and
You
die.
want to get
Don't.
Yeah, you want to get good taps, good dice, because the Chinese stuff will get you through one, maybe or two, and then it just.
We wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of manufacturers like Safety Harbor Firearms. SHF is a quintessential family-owned small business, totally representative of the American dream. Safety Harbor Firearms is a Florida-based manufacturer of the compact entry stock and the SHTF 50 upper for an AR-15 lower. Also, SHF happily delivers on your Sten gun parts needs. So don't forget to check out stenparts.com and safetyharborfirearms.com.
All right, sorry about that, guys. You had a thought you were finishing there. Something about the tools. You just said you wound up breaking them off.
Chinese taps, Chinese taps. But you can break you can break any tap if you're not operating with it.
Know how to use your tools. No, drill bits. Do not buy, unless you're drilling into wood. Do not buy Harbor Freight drill bits. Spend the money on the good stuff. I learned that lesson the hard way.
Oh, I had a variety of different drill bits over the years. American ones, Chinese ones, everything in between. Depends on what you're doing. If you're drilling hardened steel, you definitely don't. You need to get like a cobalt one to start with or something like that. But if you're just, like you said, drilling some holes in some wood or some thinner metal, and I tell you one thing that's really nice to have is called the drill doctor. The drill bit sharpening.
That's something I need. Yeah.
I've seen people throw away whole handfuls of drills that are all dull.
Mm-hmm.
You could throw them in the drill doctor, and boom, you got a whole bunch of brand new drill bits.
Is that expensive? Drill doctor?
$100,
really.
$200.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Not bad. Yeah. So let me go ahead. Mm-hmm.
The bad part is when you're drilling and the drill bit goes dull. If you have the drill doctor, you just stick it in and sharpen it up, and you're back going.
Right.
If not, you're going
to
go
have
back
to go
out
run
to the
out.
Store or
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this, just as the last thing, and then we'll wrap up. Do you guys think that a 3D printer, and I know there's a lot of options because I'm always talking to Flying Rich about this. 3D printer, is that a good thing for a gun guy? Good, nice gift?
If you're into it.
Mm-hmm.
And
if you're interested in it, yes. If you have no interest in doing that sort of stuff, then no. Don't waste your time. It won't do anything for you.
Yeah.
And or if you're not, I would say at the least bit mechanically inclined, I probably wouldn't recommend it. Now, I might be speaking wrongly, because it involves computers and everything else too. But
yeah, you have to have a little bit of technical knowledge. I mean, because you'll have to do some stuff in the 3D programs, right? You'll have to
tweak it. You'll have to see if this is right, see if that's right, wrong. But yeah, I don't do it. But I know about it. I have enough to do as it is. But I have friends, and my son has a 3D printer.
This is where networking is a big deal.
Right. I mean, I help him with something. He helps me with something.
Yeah,
that's how it works.
Yeah. You have different people. Like Patrick has a specific set of skills.
Specialization. That's the reason why humans have
skills. Yeah. Rich has a set of skills. I can tell you, Rich can 3D print the shit out of stuff. So yeah, that's the way to go. Yeah. So listen, we're not going to see you guys until we go into the new year. So on my part, I'm going to say Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, whatever you celebrate. If it's Kwanzaa, Festivus, You know, whatever.
I swear, as far as that Festivus sounds like it got gas or something. Sorry, I just don't know.
You know, whatever it is you celebrate out there, happy holidays to you, Merry Christmas to you, Happy New Year, and all that kind of stuff. I think somewhere around Christmas, I'm going to be doing a podcast on the Van channel. So I'll be up doing that, and obviously I'm still working and getting things done, but we're taking a little bit of a break here, and then I'll let these guys speak for themselves. But you guys know where to hit me up if you want to talk about something or something's going on. You want to go, Walt, and then we'll go to Patrick?
What are you doing next weekend? Are you home next weekend? This coming
I'm not
weekend.
sure. I got to check with Lola because I know she's got some plans, but I'm not exactly sure. You planning? Okay. You thinking about something next weekend?
No, I mean I don't have any. No plans this weekend that I know of.
Oh, okay, yeah, I have to check with Lola because I know she's got some stuff going on, but I don't know if it's or what day or whatever's going on next weekend. So
we're going to the zoo this weekend, so we will.
Oh,
be
you are? Okay.
Oh, the zoo in Tampa, or
yeah, we're gonna go
cool.
see the Christmas lights at the Lowry Park.
Okay,
nice.
That'll be fun. That'll be fun. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. No, that's sweet. Yeah, that's cool. So let's see. Let's start with let's go with Walter. Walter, what do you want to say to the people before we wrap up? I know you're going to be traveling during this time, not necessarily next weekend, but you're traveling, right?
No, in between the holidays, we're going away for a little bit. But yeah, just be civil with the folks you don't see all the time. You know, you run into family people you don't have political alliances with. Don't put yourself in a weird situation where it gets. What do you call that?
Uncomfortable?
Adversarial. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm planning on I'm going to be hanging out with some in-laws, but I'm planning on doing a lot of work and keeping my mouth shut and staying to myself.
Yeah, it's funny.
I'll try.
I usually don't start the gun conversations. People always start it with me. You know, and hey, how's it do? What do you think about this? What do you think? I don't know. Fuck, I don't care about that stuff. I got a plate full of food here. I'm busy. Get out of my face. Come on. But that usually when it happened this weekend at the fort. There was a pre-parade party, and we at the party it was lunchtime, so basically I was hungry. So I had a plate full of food, and I'm walking out, and somebody I see every once in a while goes, "Hey, Walter, how's it going?" But it starts to talk. It's like, "I'm busy, man. I got food."
Yeah, don't get in the middle of Walter and food. Not a good idea.
I had to get a little food first, and like.
Yeah, you'll wake the beast. Yeah, but I think that is good advice. Like, just try to hang out and not get too caught up in all the.
Don't get caught up in the politics and the whole, if somebody starts talking, Trump guy, he's a fucking criminal. Just say, yeah, he is. Have a nice day. Merry Christmas. Yeah. It's
not easy, but you can work on it. Patrick, what do you want to say to the folks out there before we get out of here?
Enjoy it. You never know when people won't be around, so enjoy it as much as you can.
It might be your last one. Yeah, that's a good.
You never know.
Yeah.
Take it in and have people around and enjoy as much as you can and talk and eat and drink and be merry.
Absolutely. Like you guys have a little baby, and I know like right now he probably doesn't. Remember, he's not going to remember all of this stuff, but kids is really what like Christmas is for, in my opinion. Like making sure that whole magic and everything is still there, I think is really important. That's why I do start looking at like the Christmas movies and everything and try to like brainwash myself a little bit.
Introduce him to Die Hard,
yeah. No, yeah. I had on. I don't know. We're getting late in the evening, but the classic. Claymation movies are still my favorites.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Like the Santa Claus and The Year Without Christmas and all of those.
Rudolph.
I love the Scrooge. Rudolph. I love Scrooge, like the movie Scrooged. You guys ever saw that one? Scrooged?
I've never
Bill
actually
Murray?
watched. No.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a pretty good movie. In the beginning of that, it's a great gun scene because what's the name of the $6 Million Man?
Lee Majors.
Yeah, Lee Majors is in there. He's dressed as Santa Claus and he has machine guns and shit.
What is that movie where they attack the North Pole? What is
that one? Movie it's Scrooged. It's Scrooge. These people attack. Yeah, they attack the North Pole.
Oh, that's awesome.
And, it's a fantastic scene. I see that scene and I get like pumped up. So I know that's weird, but I get pumped up for Christmas. So Night Train says bah humbug. Rich says Merry Christmas. Shooting Gallery says Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. New Year's to all you guys out there. You know what? We were talking about presents and stuff like that. Christmas time is not really for the presents. With our kids, we always try to be that way. This is not, I mean, if you want something really nice, you can always do it for yourself. This is really about the symbolic thing of being nice to each other and giving presents and enjoying, like Patrick said, the time together and and trying to avoid all those big fights and everything that we could do all the rest of the year. So, and it's about something else as well. It's also about the sweet little baby Jesus.
The reason for the season, baby. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
don't fall for that holiday thing. It's a holiday. It ain't about a holiday. It's about JC. Now, I'm not a big religious person, but that's what it's about. Sorry, it's what it's about.
Yes, absolutely. All right, that being said, we are out of here. We love you guys. We'll see you next year. Peace. Let me smash these buttons right now.
Shalom in the home.